Welcome to Around the Reel with your hosts, Aaron Carlson, Charles Lawson, and Samantha Hamill. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Mouse in the house.
I'm so sorry.
Mouse
There
is
you go.
here.
There you go. How is that? Does that sound
Titmouse.
better? How
Yeah,
about if I
that's way
just sit
better.
here and hide my face behind my windscreen and I'll just sigh?
That would
Does
be.
that sound better?
That's your Michael Myers move.
Well, I have a story for y'all.
You're creepy. You got a story, Sam?
Already?
Oh, yeah, and it
I haven't
is
even
kind
really
of creepy.
started a show.
I know, but
We're
instead
just
of,
gonna
like-
start talking about a story.
Yeah, I have an important story. Do you even care?
Story time.
Yes.
I care.
Yes. Let's get a
Story
story.
time
All right.
with Sam.
Let's do it. Let's
It's
do
a
it.
good. It's a really good story for so many reasons.
Okay.
So I think it's really super important.
Well, let's
Okay.
hear it.
You have
Okay.
all of our attention, including the entire audience who didn't know it
That
was
is
story time.
fantastic because everyone can get something out of this story because I have.
Is it
recently,
erotic? Oh.
Well, no.
I'm not even going to interrupt you this time.
No,
like Chuck.
I-
See how rude he is?
Yeah, he's hella rude.
He's
Chuck,
fucking
what's
hella
your
rude,
problem,
dude.
dude?
He gave me $20 to interrupt you.
Kidding.
No, yeah, throwing me under the bus. You see that shit, Kendra? Anyway.
I have an important story
Okay,
for
so-
everyone because
Let's hear it.
something has recently happened to me and I learned like so many things that are super important. And this is a subject matter that is often not talked about or discussed, and
Okay.
it's important, and it's mental health. Like, no one talks about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we actually have like a huge issue in this country because of that. And a lot of people don't get the help that they need. And so hopefully my story can help people. And people, whether they need to understand it better or whether they need to just know that they're not alone. Whatever the case is, it's not talked about. And I think that's silly.
Okay.
Me, I have no shame. I'm human. No shame.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell my embarrassing ass story.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And the reason why I'm picking to choose it today is because, well, Kendra, you have to do with it a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm really hoping that I don't like make you uncomfortable.
No, please.
Or awkward but it's a good story.
Okay.
Pause
So-
real quick.
Kendra,
Wait.
I need you to move your phone.
Why am I pausing?
We'll get
phone?
feedback.
Oh,
on it.
mine
Sorry
too.
about
Mine
that.
too. Sorry.
Yep. Two
sorry.
phones. Okay. All right.
Phone's gone.
Yeah. This is around the reel.
Okay.
So we don't fuck around.
So-
That's how we do.
I
Oh
was trying
shit.
to- I was trying
Okay.
to be subtle. She's like moving to the microphone. She's like, "What? Fuck? You want me to eat it?"
I know. I know. She's like, what
Why are
now?
you
Like, I
touching
already
me,
feel
Chuck?
worried.
It's
I know. Yeah.
Awkward.
Like Sam's just sort of getting on the
Sam's
red light.
freaking me the
Subtly
hell out.
rubbing my back.
I know.
Well, it's the first time anybody ever leaned into me too. It didn't like be like.
I know, you poor thing. It's like you're looking at me. You got him next to you. I don't even know what to tell you. You'll be fine though.
Okay. What do we
let's
got?
make
Let's,
it.
let's hear it.
What's your
And
story?
The door's
intrigued
right
now.
there.
Oh,
It's an escape
Make a
door.
escape.
bolting. That's it.
No.
There's
okay.
a brick wall behind it, but still there's a door.
So my story's really important.
Okay.
And so I'm just gonna go for it. It's kind of embarrassing, but I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Do the damn thing. Okay, so I have been dealing with for the past 6 weeks, I think now, what we have kind of figured is a pinched nerve. I think that's what it is, but it's still hurting and I'm still having problems, but I've been dealing with this for a while now. Well, I haven't really dealt with anything that's taken me out quite like that before. So I started to have issues. It started to get to me in so many ways.
Okay.
I got angry. I felt bad because Aaron's doing all this stuff for me that I normally do myself. I've got obligations. I've got things I need to do. I can't be laid up and I can't do shit. So it really starts to get to me, my head. It starts to get to my head and I'm angry. I'm sad, depressed, and I feel bad. And just all these things are happening to me in my brain because this will not stop. It's like pain that will not stop and I can't do shit. So as this is going on, we're trying, so Aaron's doing the shit he normally does and the shit I normally do and everything, and we're trying to live a normal life. We've canceled shows and rescheduled and done. It's just been a nightmare basically. And we've been to the doctor, paid some money to figure out nothing. So it's just been a long journey this whole 6 weeks. Well, during this, Aaron and Chuck, and they're trying to do the shape, Kendra, which you were very amazing in.
Okay.
And this is taking place at our house, and while I'm deep in this mental ordeal because I'm not handling this well. I'm an independent person.
Yeah.
I'm active. Like, I can't deal with this. So, yeah, I'm mentally going through all these ups and downs and weird shit. And so the shape happens. And so we have a bunch of people over, and Aaron's trying to do his thing, trying to make his movie. And I think I deal with it the first couple nights pretty well, guys. Yeah?
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
like the first night I made food, and
Yeah.
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we get to the last night, and I literally lose my shit. Like, I
Oh.
lose my shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know it. I have no idea. To me, I was being silly and fun.
Mm-hmm.
But looking back on it, I was literally manic. I was manic.
Oh,
I was so manic. And like everyone who knew me, well, my older daughter was here. And my younger daughter just was like, Mom, you're drunk. And she was trying to take my drink away. And it wasn't that. But I mean, it could have contributed. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't that. It was just like, I was having people, like having this whole experience during me going through all this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was really hard to like share my home, and like there's always people in it, and I didn't feel a part of everything, so I was trying to be a part, and it was just a weird experience. So like I did okay until the last day.
Yeah.
And then my oldest daughter was here. You
Mhm.
guys remember.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
totally know.
Hopefully
It was
you
literally
don't
2 weeks ago.
remember
We remember.
how
I
it
had
was,
no
but-
idea
Okay,
any of this was going
that
on.
Makes me feel so
I know
happy.
they mentioned that you had some injury and that you were up resting. I had no idea you were going through all of
Okay,
this.
well, thank
Yeah.
God, because I think we were all kind of worried at the end of it, like, oh God, like, and I know Aaron, this is what made me feel really bad. Aaron actually said, like, you're gonna ruin our reputation, and then I
Oh,
really
no.
felt bad, because I don't want that, and to
No.
me at the time, I didn't even realize I was being, like, so off. But the people that know me knew right away. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
obviously, like, my daughter called me out, my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter called me out, and like during this evening, I get this great idea. Okay, this is the funny part. I get this great idea. Well, first of all, it starts with, I think Aaron's gonna leave me because I'm broken and I can't get better, and so I'm like, and I convinced myself of this.
yeah.
Completely in my brain, like, Aaron's gonna leave me,
I've
and I'm
been
like,
there.
well, I'm fine with it. If he's gonna leave me, though, I'm gonna like pick who he's with, right? I get to pick who he's gonna be with. And so, like, I think everyone had left at this point, and
Yeah.
obvious
Almost.
choice was you. I mean, I think you were the only one left. So, no. And I loved you anyway. So I was like, okay, so Kendra, yeah, I think that's the one. And I told my daughter, I was like, so what do you think of her? And she's like, yeah, she's super cool, right? And like, I'm sending Aaron, I've completely convinced myself.
Yeah.
He is for sure gonna leave me, and
Yeah.
I'm picking this woman, and it's you.
Yeah.
So,
Your
and I'm
husband and your
serious.
children, however, didn't come into
No.
mind to her mom at all. But I kept thinking, I was like,
No,
oh, Kendra, that'd be nice.
I'm
but
literally
unfortunately-
serious about it.
I can
okay?
totally empathize with that. I have had that exact thing happen before with my husband, where I
Oh
was
my
like in a bad
God.
way,
So
and I
bad.
was just like, there's no way he's gonna stay with me. I'm a total train wreck right now. And then he
Yeah.
like met for coffee with a friend, and who was a woman, and in my mind was like, that's it.
Yeah.
He's leaving me. He's having an affair, and he's like,
That's so funny.
No, it wasn't.
women,
I mean,
we be crazy.
You
yeah,
guys
we
don't fuck
do be
around.
crazy. Well, no,
Yeah,
we
have some
it's
moments.
mental health shit. Like, everyone
it
deals
is.
with it,
We
but I
do.
don't think that we all admit to what it
Yeah.
actually is, and I don't think people around us know how to deal with it. I know that I put everyone through shit, and I have to thank Chuck, because he actually dealt with it the best of anybody,
Oh.
but he's dealt with it, close to home,
Yeah.
like within his own.
He's mental too.
Well,
No.
that, and,
But
I've dealt,
he,
and
Yeah.
I've dealt with chronic pain for much of my life.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're
Anyway,
broke.
he
you're broken.
I went
That's
outside.
true.
He said, "Are you okay?" I said, "No," and he just gave me a big hug.
Yeah.
And then later, when I said, "Yeah, so I got this great idea, Chuck. I'm gonna hook up Aaron and Kendra," and all he said to me, he didn't. Everyone else was like, "Sam, you're losing it. Like, you're crazy." My daughter was like, "Mom,
You all right, bro?"
Well, because I said, "What do you think about her?" And she was like, "Yeah, she's cool." And I was like, "And pretty?" And she was like, "Mom, what are you getting at? Like, what
know.
is what?" And I was like,
What am
"No,
I
I got a
hooking these
great
people up?
idea. I'm gonna
Oh my
hook
God.
her up with
Yeah.
Aaron. Like, this is great."
Yeah, no clue. You
And
have
she
a
was
husband,
like,
a family.
"Mom,
I got
you know,
well, I
shit
didn't
is
know that.
gone.
But see, this
In
is where
it.
Chuck comes in
Yeah.
and gets my this is my homie right here, because I went out, I told Chuck about it, and I was like, hey, Chuck, like, I got this great idea. And he didn't say, oh, you're crazy, or what's wrong with you, like everyone else. He said, she's married. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's not going to work. And then I was mad. I went inside.
I had this plan, and Chuck fucked it up.
Yeah, Chuck totally fucked
With
it up.
reality.
But, at least he told me. So I didn't embarrass myself, because I was going to approach you about it and be like, hey... I was so gone.
Dude, you
I
were
was
gone,
so
Sam.
gone.
So you had no idea
You
that
had
this
no-
was going
but
inside
I'm
of
so
Sam's head,
glad.
that she needs to apologize to you for
No,
this action.
you don't need to
Well,
apologize.
okay,
Number one,
I'm
I had
glad.
no idea any of this was happening. So
That's
no
so
clue.
great.
And
I
number
don't
two,
think anyone
you
did.
don't need to apologize. I think, like, honestly, like, it's so important to have, like, good people around you, like
Yes.
your family, your friends, your
Yeah.
community people that, like, love you, support you so much that
Yeah.
you're able to go through this, and
Yeah.
they're like, it's okay, we got your back.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
just crazy for a couple of days because you're in pain and you're
Literally.
going
Like,
through
my kids
stuff,
are like,
like,
what's wrong
That's
with you?
true.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
it was almost like the slow
hard.
torture thing,
was
you
like,
know. That, I
poor
mean,
Aaron,
that's
I
what she's
feel
been
bad
not
for
not
him.
what went through what I had to go through. That was
Yeah.
shit. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, whatever, Sam, you're tripping.
yeah.
No, but just watching her over these last 5-6 weeks, it's just the constant pain. I just couldn't help it. I'd ask her in the morning, every morning. I'm like, hey, how you doing today? You know, and she's on my arm hurts. I'm like, no, mentally.
Yeah.
Because that pain will
because,
fuck with
and
you.
It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
It's
In the
real.
long run. I mean, I can only, it's like, what do they call that stuff when you're waterboarding people? Is that what they call it?
Torture?
Yeah, torture.
Torture.
It's
Oh,
torture.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
torture.
after a while, you're going to break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
I think that
really-
broke her for a minute.
I really went through some.
But you came around,
serious,
Sam.
like,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
things,
how are
but
you doing now?
I look back on it and I'm like, okay, I can laugh about it, and now it's funny.
Yeah.
And especially because Aaron asked me, like, your podcast was coming up, and he was like, like, Kendra, like, are you
We
going to
need
be
to
okay?
cancel this
like
Are
shit.
you going to be
quickly.
okay?
The podcast is on Saturday.
No,
you
he's
good,
like, are
bro?
you going to be okay? You
Sam,
good?
you good, bro?
And I was like, why? And so he thought that I didn't like you because
Oh,
of
yeah.
my
Yeah.
acting the
She
way I
likes her,
was.
she likes her more than you realize.
Oh, I was like,
yeah.
oh,
Kendra,
no, honey.
Here
Yeah.
you go. What's mine is yours.
You got me all wrong. Like, if I'm picking the girl, I'm damn well gonna like her.
Mhm.
And I loved you.
I'm
So I'm like, you got it
sorry,
so wrong. Like, I
Sharon
love
and
her.
Sam, I am married as shit.
Oh, damn.
I'm not
Shucks.
available for any threesomes
Not gonna happen.
or any
Well- Not
gonna
on
work.
the side.
No.
Yeah, I never
no.
thought of a threesome. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
on
well-
all this note, let me just start by
guess
saying,
I'm stuck with
welcome to
Aaron.
Around the Reel.
Welcome to
You
Around
are
the Reel.
Holy shit!
And
That's
I'm
all.
stuck
That's
with
an
Aaron.
intro.
That's an intro, Sam.
well,
Sam, I'm glad you're okay. Are you okay
thank
right
you.
now?
I am okay. But the
Yeah.
reason why I wanted to share this with everyone, the real reason is because it is a real issue.
Yeah.
And it is, there is humor to it, and you can laugh at it later, but it is real.
yeah.
And
Mhm,
everyone deals with it on some level. And I have to say, I'm guilty of being lucky enough that I haven't dealt with it to the point where I understood it really. And going through this time in my life must have been a good time because I really learned a lot about the whole thing. And like
Mhm.
at the time, you really don't feel like you're crazy or anything's
Right.
wrong. Like I was
Yeah.
going around going, why is everyone saying I'm crazy? Like, what the hell? Like
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I didn't
completely
see
get
it. But then after looking back on it, I was like, I was so manic. And I feel bad for everyone that had to deal with that, but I didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just living.
No, and I'm so glad that you brought it up because honestly, like the more people that talk about it publicly and share, like it definitely gets more normalized so that it doesn't have to be. I mean, I remember like in my teens, 20s, like having mental health problems and like you couldn't tell anybody. It was like that was the last thing you would want is to let anybody know what you were going through. And like, thank God it's not that anymore, that
Yeah.
we can just talk about it and,
Yeah.
like,
Well, it still is a little bit. I think a lot of people struggle with it, and then I think that people
It's not as taboo though.
no,
as it
it's not
once
as
was,
bad,
right.
but there is
Yeah.
a lack of help for people.
Yeah, and we
there's
just
a
talked
lack,
about that
you
too on the
know,
last show.
It really just needs
yeah.
to be addressed, and
Mhm.
like if my story helps anybody be able to tell their story,
yeah.
because I mean it's embarrassing. It is,
Yeah.
and there's such a stigma, about it.
Yeah.
Well, it takes
But,
balls
you
to,
know.
to admit it. So that's badass, Sam.
I mean, it does.
Let's go.
It does.
Good for you.
And I can honestly say, like, I look back on it, I feel most bad for Aaron because he He
Oh,
was
no,
art.
I'm
Like,
fine.
he was doing his shit, my shit, trying to make a movie. And here I am going, hey, Aaron, like, you're going to, so I already know you're going to leave me. That's fine. But you're going to go out with this person. I already picked your girl.
I still cannot believe that all of this was happening.
Yeah.
That
Well,
weekend.
yes,
I had
it was.
no clue.
We're soldiers.
So
Because
glad.
we
I'm
don't
so
fuck
glad.
around. We
I'm
make
so
it.
glad.
That's
make
the
a movie.
professionalism behind working with a CCC Entertainment Group.
Goddamn right.
That's right.
I think
Some
everyone who knew
badasses.
me definitely knew something
Yeah,
was wrong
we all
with
knew.
me, but I was trying to.
We all knew.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
clear because you're so
But,
sweet.
you
You're so
know,
nice
I-
all the
I
time.
wasn't
It wasn't.
trying
It
to
wasn't
be-
you.
I wasn't trying to be like.
No, you were in
I wasn't
pain.
trying to be a problem. I was trying to be involved in what you guys were doing.
Yeah, because normally you are.
But I felt crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah, man.
did, and I was
Yeah.
manic. I was absolutely manic, and
Well-
I thought nothing was wrong with me. I was actually pissed that Aaron and my kids were like, "What's wrong with you, Mom?"
Yeah.
Or "What's wrong with
The-
you? What's going on?"
The aspect.
Chuck was the only one that made me feel like a human being.
The biggest aspect that made me notice everything was the night when you came down to the barn. Because you came down to the barn, you
Mhm.
automatically
That was that same night.
stood in the corner, and then
Yeah.
you said, "I'm in the way," and then you walked around in a big giant circle, and you left. And I'm just looking
I
around
know.
like,
No, you made
the
a
fuck are you
comment,
doing
and
down
I I was passes and aggressive about it.
Oh God! Yeah, I do remember that because I
You remember
remember
that?
I said something about the scene.
Yeah.
And then you left, and I was like, maybe she thought I was talking about her, or something
said so.
happened, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I think I stuck my foot in my
You-
mouth about
no,
something.
What happened was you
Like,
said
shit.
something, and I played off of it, and I was trying to just be fun.
Did
about
you say
it.
passes and aggressive?
I said
Passes
passes
and
and
aggressives.
aggressive.
Yeah, we did watch your movie, by
I
the way,
fucking
obviously.
Yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, I was just trying to. To me, I was having fun, And Aaron was like, "What the fuck?
What the
You're gonna
fuck
ruin
is
our
going
fucking
on right now?"
reputation and shit. Like, this is not good." I'm just like, so yeah. I just wanted to tell my story because it's real. It's real. It happens, and
Yeah.
you can laugh about it later, but it happens. And I honestly can say, Chuck, I'm grateful for how you treated me during that time because you didn't say, "Hey, what's wrong with you? You're crazy." You were like, "Are you okay?" And then I said no, and you gave me a big hug. And then when I addressed you with this crazy idea I had, you were like, "Oh, Kendra's married. That's not gonna work." Like,
Here's some
But you
reality to
never-
your delusion.
you never did what I felt like everyone else did, and I don't think everyone else did it in like a way. I mean, they didn't know. They were just saying what they saw.
Yeah, I know I,
think
did.
Chuck
and I
had a
know
little
that
more
our daughters
insight on
did.
mental health to
Just
know
goes
that.
to
Well, he
show.
knows- he
Let
knows
the creepy
pain.
one show you compassion.
But the
Yeah.
last thing you want to hear when you're
Mhm.
feeling that way is
Right,
you're
Kendra?
crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy. Or what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
You know,
Right. I get
Chuck.
I get it. I get it. Sam.
Because it just makes you feel worse.
Yeah, I get
Well,
it. honey. I get it.
we've made jokes about this on the show too, because I talk about how I came up with the idea of say goodbye, and you have
Yeah.
to realize that was one of the most painful moments of my life when I
Right.
collapsed into my closet,
In the
Yeah.
closet,
laying
right?
look up at the sky, or the ceiling,
Yeah,
looking beyond that, and realizing how easy people would kill themselves from
pain.
pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then I
Yeah.
took it to the next level and wrote a whole different story. But still, I could
No,
but,
but-
imagine that laying there.
Well,
but-
not everybody's
Mhm.
I've
able
never
to
thought
work out
that.
of that
right.
in that
Yeah.
way.
So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I understand completely when it comes to dealing with lots and lots of pain.
Yeah, so it's important. So I would say to people that were like me, like how I was before this happened to me, in the right time in my life, because it's happened before. I just
Mhm.
wasn't at this place in my life. So I didn't understand it the way I do now. So I just say to people that don't understand it, don't be like me and just be like, in denial about it. I guess I didn't give people credit for their hard times. I really didn't understand mental health. I didn't.
Mhm.
And I had family members that were severe with mental health issues and anxiety and depression and all of that. And I never understood it. And I really didn't understand it at all. And so I just kind of did what everyone else does. And you just kind of ignore it or pretend like it's not really, you try to convince the person you love, "Oh, you're okay."
Yeah.
But Chuck was the best because he didn't make me feel like I was like crazy. And that's the last thing you want to feel.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
like if anyone
Well, I'm glad
that
I
you
could help.
love is going through, well, Aaron, you don't know, you don't know. You were like, and that's the thing. You were lucky enough to not know what to do.
Yeah, I don't.
And that's,
I just
you're
knew it wasn't
lucky.
you. I just knew it wasn't you. And
So
I'm
you
like,
weren't you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just real with you. I'm like, you know you ain't you right now. So
No, I know.
This is weird. This is weird, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank
But
you for sharing that, Sam.
Yeah, I just
Seriously.
wanted to hear that
Thank you for
because
sharing.
Okay.
it's important. And
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is because
And we're real here on this show.
we can
Yeah.
all have a moment. No, it's good.
No, we do.
It's good.
Happens to everyone.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah. But look
okay.
at you. You bucked it up. You figured it
Well,
out.
yeah, and it's embarrassing looking back.
Nah. It's
you know,
not. It's fun.
hopefully I didn't ruin
It's
our
human.
reputation.
No, it's human.
No.
Yeah, she.
What
And
this is
I'm so
about.
sorry I didn't know you were married, or I
Oh.
never would have even like. I'm sorry.
Sam doesn't stalk people like I do before they join our cast.
Thank
Hey,
you,
know,
creepy.
if Aaron
Yeah.
was leaving me, I was damn well picking who he was
Dude,
with.
I wasn't even going anywhere. I was
I'm
trying
like,
to make a fucking
someone's gonna
movie,
be around
bro.
my kids. I know. I
You know
love
what I mean?
kids.
I'm just trying to make a
Where are you?
movie.
I don't have time
Well,
to date.
thank
I'm
you.
too busy.
Thank you for
Oh
thinking
yeah,
I'm
I was like
attractive enough
totally
and cool
not
enough.
just attractive, but
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah,
No.
you can be around my kids.
You're
I'm
cool,
fine with
attractive,
that.
sexy, fun, funny,
Everything.
and of course,
No.
Yeah,
like
I totally.
to make movies.
Yeah, you
No,
totally
you're
got
all
picked.
good. You're all
you
good.
poor
So-
thing.
Allow me to
Too
take
fun.
this
Okay.
moment, everybody, to introduce you to
Oh, hi.
Yes.
actress Mrs. Mrs. Not
Mrs.
single.
Yeah,
Mrs.
yeah. She's not
McDermott.
single, guys. I learned this the
Kendra
hard way.
McDermott
Hi.
has joined us on the show today.
That's it.
So for those of you who are just now catching up from story time, thank you for joining us today on Around the
Yes,
Reel.
thank you, Kendra.
Thanks for having me.
We're excited to have her here. She's helping
Yeah.
us with our current project, but we're also here to talk about her release that she has coming out on March 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Win a Trip to Browntown.
Oh.
Which is going to be fun and exciting. But before we dive into all of those things, Kendra, my dear, the lovely, the beautiful, the sexy, just ask Sam, all the things, everything in a
Handpicked.
single package you could ever want. Ma'am, please tell us, who are you and what the hell do you do?
Oh, God, that's like a big old like.
You on the
That's-
spot.
Who am I?
Yeah, that's.
I said, who are you, not who do you think you are?
I'm an
That's
actress. Yeah, I'm an actress out of Seattle, and super excited to be here. This is my first podcast, so it just feels right to have you guys pop that cherry.
Yes.
That's right. Wait, that's a
They
ball
get
down.
they really get
They
off on
love
that
doing
term
that.
here.
Especially when
Um,
we can make you uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yes.
they
Well,
love the cherry
Creepy Chuck's gonna be doing that all day. I know it.
He only usually does
That's what
that
he
when I
does.
talk about my freckle, but I'm gonna let you know. It's fine.
Okay.
It's good.
The freckle.
It's totally fine. Yeah.
Don't even
God,
know.
just-
I don't want to know.
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to know.
Yeah, but no,
not,
I'm
not
excited.
one damn show. coming
At
out
one
about
point,
it.
I wanted you to know. I have come to my senses, so we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about the freckle today.
Nah, freckles off the
It's
table.
already,
It's
it's
fine.
Yeah.
already the word's been used. It's
Yeah,
already on the
withdraw.
table.
I said
It's-
freckles
it's
off the
stuck
table.
in my head.
Like it could make the table. You know
All
what
I
I mean?
can think is like, are we talking
No,
about
big
a third
enough.
nipple, or are we
No,
talking
it's
about?
not. It's not that.
Might as well.
It's the fascinating attribute about his penis, but we don't
No,
need to talk
okay.
about that.
We'll
anymore.
just continue on, shall we?
All
Yeah.
right, continue.
So local actress.
Why'd you
So
like?
I'm a local actress, and yeah, I'm out of Seattle. I am relatively new to this. Just started acting in Seattle in 2019.
Oh,
And
shit.
Honestly,
Oh, my
the
gosh.
film that you just saw that's coming out,
Yeah.
that just filmed. That was like my big film debut
my
that we filmed in
gosh.
2019.
Holy shit.
Hey.
We edited it in 2020. It did festival circuit 2021, and now it is out. We got picked up for distribution by Gravitas, and that is going to be released on March 22nd. You can buy it right now on pre-sales on iTunes. It is going to be everywhere.
Yeah. And y'all,
streaming, video
comedies
on
are hard.
demand, DVD,
It's
everything.
badass.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Just invite Kendra over to your house and she'll send you a screener for free.
Oh my God.
So
what?
yeah, we all got a chance to watch Win a Trip
We
to
did.
Browntown.
Yes.
And that's
We
the
did.
title of the film, Win a Trip to Browntown. And it's
Yeah.
it is
It's so good.
it is by far
You're so good.
as far as indie comedies go, perfect.
Uh-huh.
It
Yeah,
really is.
it
It
really
really is. I mean, I'm watching it, and I love like Judd Apatow and Seth
Yes.
Rogen.
Yeah.
I mean
Yes.
this film is right in there.
Yes.
It's right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your husband in the movie reminded us very much.
Oh
of
God, that is Seth Rogen
like,
in a way.
totally.
I mean,
Like, we're like, what?
George is so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy how fun he is.
Yes.
What was your experience like filming it?
Oh, it was amazing. You know, it's kind of funny because when I first saw the audition, like I was still just getting my feet into like how the heck do you even find out about jobs, right? So I was only finding out about acting work through like Facebook groups, right?
Because you
Oh,
got to
wow.
figure it out.
Yeah, that's how you.
we talk about
that's
this
how
all
you
the time.
kinda, So I had just been on like a bunch of indie sets and stuff like that. And was just getting things going through these Facebook groups, and saw his pitch for it. Did not know what Browntown was.
Neither
and
did
it's
I.
like-
I suck.
And I was like, oh, is that a town in the Midwest.
You're like, yeah.
I would love to go on a trip there. It
I would
sounds like
love
fun.
to do it.
And it talked about it being kind of a very like suburban, kind of family going through some stuff, and his description of it being kind of like a Kevin Smith type film.
Yeah,
it
was.
like
It
the
was.
parenthood, kind of dramedy. It just interested me. So did the audition, and in the audition, George was very strategic about what scenes he chose, to not really give away the plot of the film.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then after auditions, he was like, yeah, I definitely want you to come for callbacks, but before you come, like, you need to read the whole script and like make sure you're on board. And read the script, and like within the first few seconds, I immediately was just like laughing. I
Yeah.
read through the whole 100 pages like instantly. It just flowed so well, really well written. And some of the scenes just, I was just dying laughing. And I'm a huge Judd Apatow fan.
Yeah,
I
me too.
love
Me
like
too.
crude humor.
Yes.
And
Like This Is
Um,
40 is one of my favorite movies of all
yeah,
time.
yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking love that movie.
yeah.
It kills me.
It does.
It
yeah.
really
for
kills
sure.
me. It couldn't have hit it any better. Of how
Well, I
you
mean,
feel.
you can't. And you can't get better than like the actors that he's able to get, like
Yes.
Steve Carell, Paul Rudd.
Right.
Yes,
Like
they're the
I'm
best.
not a Leslie Mann.
Oh my God,
Someday-
stop
She's
it.
fucking
You are
amazing,
though.
right? But you could do it. Yeah, you got the
fucking
potential.
killed it.
Yeah.
You did so good.
Yes, you did.
So-
Actually,
You
your comedy hit points.
So much.
You nailed it.
yes.
Some of their facial expressions, Kendra, are fucking hilarious.
Yes.
They're when you're looking at the anal beads, bro. We were dying. We were like,
No,
look
when
at
you're
Kendra's
trying to
photo.
look at your own ass,
Oh,
that
I know,
was my best.
That was fun. It's such a fun movie. Chuck,
you
why
did
don't you
so
explain what
good. You did so
Browntown means,
good.
Chuck? I want to hear Creepy Chuck explain Browntown.
Look, well, when a trip to Browntown, I'm not giving away the storyline. It's in the description. It's about a man who makes
A sexy bet.
a sexy bet
A
with his
sexy
wife about
bet.
the opportunity to take the
Trip to Browntown?
Take the trip to Browntown, hit the other hole, go around the back nine. I don't know how much we want to say without saying the word anal, but you already said anal beads, so we're not really. Just make sure everybody. The one thing you'll get from Creepy Chuck is to make sure you always wash your toys when you're done. Clean those anal beads, and most
my
of
God.
these things are all dishwasher safe.
though, that just gave me the worst image because I
Dude,
remember being
Me
in
too.
high school and walking into my mother's bathroom
Oh, no,
and
no.
seeing beads. And I was like, what the fuck is
Oh my
that?
God, you've been through.
And now
God.
you just brought back that lovely memory for me.
Way to go,
Thank
Chuck.
you, Chuck.
Wait, and
Anything
another
I
thing.
can do to help.
Drama.
Another thing that was
Childhood
disturbing
trauma.
that he just said to me was that they're dishwasher friendly. Dude, if I'm washing anal beads with the kids' dishes, that's kind of fucked.
Sippy cups on one side, dildos on the other.
Do it. It's so bad. That's disgusting.
Did I break Sam?
Dad,
Leave
can
me?
I get some apple juice? Not with those cups, honey. No, just leave that alone. You're fine. You're
Once
fine.
it goes to the dishwasher, everything is clean.
Oh my God.
Apparently,
that's
Sam.
so
I
funny.
made giggles.
I'm
I made
dying.
Sam giggle so much she
Yeah.
has to pee. I apologize.
It's
Sam's
totally fine.
out. She's
Should-
like, I can't do this
She's like,
anymore.
I apologize
She'll
to
be right
Kendra. I'm done.
She'll be right back. No, it's a
Yeah.
fantastic movie.
It is. Yeah, thank
And-
you. I'm glad you guys think so.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no! It was
Oh, yes.
great. I smiled the whole time. I was laughing, smiling. It felt good. But it's a family movie. That's
It
what's
is.
so weird.
It is.
It
I
really
know.
is.
I think it's kind of funny because when the promos started coming out and like the poster, I had people like texting me like, "Are you in a porno?"
Right.
I'm like, "Why are you
We get-
posting about this?"
We got that when we first started the production company.
Mhm.
Adult films.
Yeah. No, it's not a porno. There's no nudity. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. There's no nudity.
Yeah, everything's
But,
very. It's done very well.
It's
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very. It's classy. And it's got taste. No, it does. It does. It does have taste. It doesn't go where you think it would. I mean, it's suggestive,
Yeah.
and that's
very-
about it. But
It's
it's
very suggestive.
that's
without
all it
going into
is.
Super
Yeah. It's
detail.
just
So-
for fun. It's for fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. But it made me want to tear up in a couple moments, and that's the thing. Especially some of the stuff about the family, where he was coming from, because as artists, we can all get caught up in what we're trying to do,
Yeah.
and we forget about that other stuff.
Yeah.
Like I hear that from Sam all the time. She's like, "Yeah, I have no problem coming down. I could spend all day editing and doing
Yeah.
shit,
And he does.
And I sometimes I do,
Yeah.
and then I neglect everything else that's going on, and then I feel like I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So touching on that in the film is
Well-
perfect. It's badass.
Well, and I love like George's take because I've seen him. I mean, obviously, I've seen a million films about people who choose who decided on career over family, and then they regret that decision of choosing career, but never seen it the other way of the person that chooses family and then is like, did I make the right choice?
Yes.
Like, should I have chosen my career? Like, would I have been happier? And honestly, I think that's like a fair discussion.
It is
point
a fair discussion.
because it's that thing that you do wonder, like, should I have chosen a career? I mean, I think about that sometimes. Like, should I have moved to LA? I don't regret my decision to not pursue acting when I was younger and to have family first. But ultimately, I still came around to this. Like, I can't deny who I am. This is what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
And I have to find a way to be able to do both family and career. I don't know what that looks like. I'm just fumbling through it. But
that's normal.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I think we all just now want both.
No, that's true. We're the same way.
Yeah.
We're the exact same way.
There's a way to do it.
Yeah, there is a way.
There is a way.
You stay consistent.
Strategically.
And your goal oriented, Chuck. Chuck sent me a video yesterday of Denzel Washington talking about ease. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Ease is what? Help me out.
I can't remember.
I know.
My biggest thing
I
I got
wanted
out of
to
it was
remember
making
it
sure
'cause
you had a
it's really
goal
good.
every day was my biggest
Yeah,
thing.
ease is the deterrent of success or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like when you have hardships is when you're going to actually get through to your goals, you know.
Yeah.
But when you're comfortable and you have that ease, you're not really moving. You're not going anywhere. So you want to keep yourself kind of in that mode where shit's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
are you saying like pain is great?
No.
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 Pain is
Struggle.
never
I
good.
am
No.
because but look,
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Yeah,
from my
but
pain.
your hardship
So,
though taught you something, right? So here
Yes.
you are, and you're still dealing with pain right now,
Yes.
and you're on this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's that stuff. That's what
But
makes
I've
or breaks
grown
somebody.
in this last 6 weeks that I've been dealing with this pain. I've grown miles.
Yeah,
because
but
I learned stuff.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, 'cause it's hard.
Yeah, that's exactly what Denzel was talking about, and it was really cool. So when you're an actress like you are, and you're just starting out and trying to find a way, and you don't know any of it, and you're still doing your normal daily things. I mean, you got family at home, you got shit to do.
Yeah.
Trying to balance all that is hard.
It is.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
your husband must be pretty supportive.
He's a cool dude. He helped us.
Hey, he came and picked her up at midnight when she broke her damn car.
Yeah,
Wish
she
I
did.
would have seen him and known he was there before
Yeah.
I made an ass out of myself.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
My man even came in and helped read the script to Graham.
No,
He
it's
was no
awesome.
joke. He got her
Aw.
back. Yeah, he did. He had her
We're-
back.
Oh, that must have been the day I was like up in my room.
We do have to give him a
right
credit.
now.
Shit. Okay.
Yes,
I just
please
remembered
do,
that. Yeah.
because
We need it. I need his.
My
I need his
man,
name.
like, I have to give him some credit.
Yeah,
No,
who is
he's a
this
G.
mystery guy that we don't know the name of? We just know he shows up when you ask.
Yeah.
no,
Mystery
he.
guy? Sorry.
Yeah, he's the one. You know, like, honestly, I kind of always wanted to be an actress. That was kind of, not actress, but like performing, I always gravitated towards that. Like when I was a kid, when there was talent shows, lip syncs, that was kind of like the thing I signed up for that was like for me. Because I was,
Didn't bother you being in front of people
No,
ever?
God, I don't know
You
why.
love it, right?
I love it.
I love it too. It's fun.
I just,
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, Erin
Yeah.
says you're just like natural as fuck about it.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
She
yeah.
is. I didn't
Yeah.
coach you at all.
Flow
on that.
right
You
into
you
your-
had the character
Yeah,
down.
I don't know. I don't get nervous about it, get excited about it. I remember my mom telling me one time, like the first time I signed up for a talent show, and she was just like, but you don't have any talent. Like, what are you going to do? So I was
That's
like,
a lot, Mom.
I don't
Fuck.
know. That's not going to stop me.
Jeez.
It's not stopping me now. Just keep on going.
Good for
Okay,
you.
Mom, I'm going to say this right now for Kendra. Mom, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
But look at her now, though.
But,
she
Don't matter.
She was like, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
doing
worried
it
about
anyway.
what anybody thinks. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm absolutely amazed that you started in 2019.
Yeah,
So
I
I,
am too.
Well, there's some there's a story there of the sense that like I'm like a normal person. I did some like acting and stuff in high school.
Okay, yeah.
Like kind of improv-y type stuff, not drama classes. Did some classes in college. And after college, after I graduated, I was working as an accountant. Super fun.
That's
fun shit, right?
That's sexy work right there.
So sexy.
I would actually enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie.
shoot myself.
You know
in the
what
fucking
gets
head.
me off is some Excel spreadsheets.
Isn't that great?
Right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
my
just,
jam.
just moist all
Truthfully.
over. You can't take it. Yeah,
It's
I get it. Totally.
Why do I feel so stupid? Because I actually would like it.
Yeah, I loved it. But
I'm gonna throw up right now.
like no opportunity, like accounting, you have no opportunities to be with people or do anything like that. So
Not
then
a
I
lot.
was living in Las Vegas, and while I was down there, I started getting into like community theater and was like, again, just trying to do something for myself that I like to do. And then pretty quickly like got plugged in down there, and it started happening fast for me where I would go to an audition. I was just booking everything
You're
that
just
I
a natural.
auditioned for.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my agent was like, this isn't normal. Like, there's something here. You should consider moving to LA.
Literally.
And I started going to auditions in LA, but it was awful because I was living in Las Vegas and I was driving to LA. And then I would be in LA when I had a call back in Las Vegas, or I'd be in Vegas when I had a call back in LA. And it was just a nightmare.
Jesus
It was a
Christ.
nightmare.
And the
so
turnaround
then-
time is 6 hours? 5 hours.
It's like 5 hours.
5
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
And then when you're in LA, somebody's like, well, move to LA. And I was like, I don't want to live in LA. That's not, I don't
No.
see myself being there
Ew.
ever.
Gross.
And the traffic's awful.
Ugh.
And I just kind of
Gas is $107 a gallon.
Yeah, but I kind of was like,
So
you
is
know,
bread.
moment of truth. Like, what am I doing? Am I really doing this? Or is there other stuff I want to do first? And it was like, I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to know
Yeah.
what that is like. And I felt like if I moved to LA, like that life was never going to happen for me, that I would just be so I get pretty obsessive about things. And so I was like, I will get obsessive about work and I will never do anything for myself outside of work, which is pretty common for me. And so I didn't. And I literally like met my husband pretty much right after that. We had been friends for a long time and we started dating and got married, had kids like right away. And honestly, I think being with him, like that kind of like stability has like helped me so much. I never in a million years would be pursuing this like if I hadn't married him. Like when you look at that like Maslow's hierarchy of needs in psychology of like needing those basic needs like food, water, shelter, security, love, all that stuff, like I have all of that with him and he's super supportive. And like I think just being with him and just being like, this is who I am and like this is what I want to do and is this cool with you? And he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Great.
That's awesome.
It feels right.
He's
It feels
super
right.
supportive.
Yeah, you're
That's so
Because
Yeah.
while you're
cool.
chasing this dream, he has all those same things that you just listed
Yeah.
From
Dude,
him.
he's
from you. So
he's just killing it at work and he's doing the same thing on his career end. And yeah, it's been good. And
That's
so
awesome.
now, yeah,
What's his name?
2019, Patrick.
Patrick, you're
He's the man.
amazing.
Patrick's a man, dude.
Yeah, he's a man.
No, he's dope.
Yeah.
You're amazing. And you have an amazing woman, too, by the way. Patrick.
Yeah, Kendra's
Because
dope.
I, like, handpicked her.
I'm going to tell you. So,
so did he.
Yeah.
Apparently, you
gonna
got there first, Patrick.
I'll transition into the shape real quick.
Yes.
Yes,
Since we're working
please,
on
yeah.
our fan films here, our little mini series trilogy for YouTube. When I wrote the first one, you know, that was all we were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first.
With collaboration, Ryan Smith and Charles, we found a way to make a full feature just in 3 parts,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
and that's going to work out really well. I had never had anyone in my head for Nancy, and when you reached out to us to get on the show,
Yeah.
when Sam had told me, yeah, you know, Kendra McDermott wants to get on the show, I'm like, oh, okay, and I just the name sounded cool. You know, you get a cool name. You're like, McDermott? Oh, that sounds badass.
Hell yeah.
You know, so then I looked you up and I saw you. I just saw your picture. I didn't see any of your work. I think I saw you do a self-tape on something. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was not a CSI. It was something else you did.
Yeah, like NCIS.
I think that's what it
Yeah,
was. Yeah.
yeah.
And I watched you in that and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's Nancy. That's exactly what I said. That's when I reached out to you, just for that. We had no idea who you were.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen any other work you had done.
Yeah,
So-
I have no other work out there. Browntown, this is it,
That's
baby.
it,
You
but-
need to go watch this.
Yes.
This is
Well,
me at
we-
my
and-
start.
But what's fucking
Yeah.
cool
We
is
didn't know.
that's what's weird about filmmaking. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're really invested in the projects you're working on, and this is for filmmakers, and you see, and your gut tells you something, I always say go for it.
Yeah.
When I saw you, I was
and
like,
you
I
were
gotta
right
go.
about Lee, too.
And Lee.
Lee
Yeah.
Raymond.
I saw Lee's
Lee
face.
Raymond,
I just saw a
yeah.
picture of Lee. I had no idea he was in anything else, but I was like,
I was like, nope, looks too old, sounds too old.
Chuck
no
said
way.
the same thing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I thought
no,
the same
Lee.
thing, because we saw him in Torn
Seriously.
Apart. After we chose him, we finally watched Torn Apart.
Yeah.
From our buddy Takala.
And he had a
it
deeper
was just
voice
like,
and
Yeah,
everything.
Man, that guy
voice.
sounds like me.
Yeah.
I
And
was
I'm
like, that ain't no
I
kid.
think this kid's got it. I think
Yeah.
he's good. And he's
And he
fucking
was
good,
right.
right?
He
He was
got it.
right.
He's brand new too.
The look, his
Yeah, he had
everything
it.
about
Yeah.
him. He's
So
a
good.
natural.
And his facial
Yeah.
expressions.
I
He does so
actually-
much with
yeah.
his face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. And I had to apologize to Aaron because I was like, okay, I was wrong. I was wrong
You
on
just
that
got-
one.
I didn't apologize to Aaron because
No.
I know we
Well,
can do
you
things.
could do it now.
You gotta trust me. They don't trust me.
Saying.
I don't know.
Kendra, they
I
don't
still
trust
have to
me. They just don't
apologize.
trust me, but I don't know.
Well, it's funny because you reached out about that, and you know, I haven't done any kind of slasher movies or anything like this. Like, it definitely more like drama, comedy kind of stuff. And but then when you sent the script and I read it, I was like, oh fuck. Like, this is good. This is a fucking film. This is like, this is a legit
Try not to sound
story. No, but
Aaron's
this
a good start.
Well, when
He's
I
a good
heard like
storyteller.
slasher fan film, I was like, oh, this isn't going to be about a story at all. This is going to be about like murder scenes.
Yeah.
And I don't
but
get
no,
into that. No.
it was like, this is really, I mean, it was really well written script.
Well, thank you.
I really liked the characters. I was like, I can totally see these people. I can identify with this sort of like dysfunctional family situation of bringing those people together. And I was like, oh, hell yeah.
And then
ironically, you're playing me.
Yes. and throw in Michael. So whenever I'm writing something, it usually has some kind of, the essence comes from something I've experienced or been around.
Yeah.
It always does.
Yeah.
And, Sam's story, and I shared this with you and Amy about where the family dynamic kind of came from. We exaggerated a few things.
Yeah.
But
just a few.
Like
Murder,
a little
death.
bit.
But the feeling is the same.
Yeah.
And that's what's weird.
Yeah.
So, my take on doing something with what a Michael film was more, maybe like what Ram Zombie did. Adding that family element more to Michael. Give him a little more depth.
Dynamic behind it.
And he played off experiencing, like, watching me deal with the same scenario, only, the scenario is way exaggerated.
Yeah.
But the same type of scenario.
Yes.
Where I was,
those moments. Kendra's character had to deal with the sister-in-law.
The funny thing is with those scenarios that we're looking at, though, those are the scenarios that are in your head. So what you see on the screen is actually how everybody feels from being stuck in that scenario.
Correct.
Without actually having it go that dramatic.
There's certain lines that Kendra's character says that Sam, I know, was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
You know what I mean? But you say it out loud in the movie, which brings the drama.
And there's outlandish things that are flying out of Lily that actually probably aren't fully said that way.
Correct.
However, is exactly how it
That's
feels.
exactly what it fucking looks like.
Yeah.
Correct. That's exactly.
Right, but I've got to say, okay, so for me, Kendra, so after having you on set, because we obviously had you on set working with us before we got the screener, since we got it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So we just watched your first debut film yesterday. So, and doing that after meeting you in person, having you on set and working with us, and seeing how you're outgoing, you're funny, you're all these things, but then going and back and watching the movie and seeing how subdued you are as that mousy, I'm sorry, what is it?
Titmouse
Titmouse character that you are through most of the film is just amazing. It just goes to show that your range of character that you have as an actor, which is awesome.
Incredible. I'm so amazed by you.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was telling Aaron about when you were standing there and I thought I was trying to fit in, and I thought I could like help you out because you're playing me, So I'm like, so you're like, don't outdo her, bitch, and I was like telling you what to do.
That direction was super helpful. So like in the shape, I play Sam. No.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, she
Nancy.
does actually.
Nancy.
Yeah, I'm AKA Sam.
And it's so funny because Nancy does not get along with her sister-in-law, which we're all in families. We can definitely relate to that. And your advice was just like, don't out bitch the bitch.
Right.
And like such good advice because
thanks for saying that. I felt like you were like,
I could see it.
Who the hell are you?
I actually told Sam, I was like, I think she heard you because
That's
whatever
what he
she
said,
did on camera, I was like, that's it. That's totally it.
I felt stupid. I felt like, oh God, I'm out of place here. And I don't even know what I'm doing.
And especially too, like as an actor, like, especially we're new actors, like the tendency when you're new is to go like big, right? Because you're like, I gotta do something big and something showy and like make my presence known.
For sure.
And that, and I remember like as I was driving to the set, that day, I was like, well, I could go this direction or I could go this direction and I could really have some fun with it. But I was like, I don't know if Nancy would really do that. That's like me more wanting to have fun with it and kind of be a real bitch back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that scene with Lily could have gone a very different
direction.
I was really well, I was listening to you
and
I was like,
up each other.
Okay, girl, that's
Exactly.
good.
So
that's good.
No, I'm glad you said what you said because that
was good.
It's totally Nancy.
It was just not me.
It was
And
fantastic.
that's why I was trying to help you because I was like, okay, so good. But girl, you can't. Like, she's got to be a bigger bitch.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for people to see this.
Dude, they're gonna love it.
And also seeing in the storyline, knowing that eventually your character is the one that walks away. So obviously that gives you
yeah.
the setback. Is like, I don't have to try and outdo her at what she's trying to do.
Yeah, she's
Well,
trying to
no,
maintain
and you
like
were
Sam does.
so
Yeah, it's
good.
exactly the
You
same.
played me so good.
You nailed it. You nailed
You
it.
did. You did in so many ways.
It was fun to
I
watch.
adored it.
It was fun to
So
watch.
much so that I was like, okay, you could be
Yeah.
with my man, and you could be around my kids.
Here we go.
and,
Okay,
Here
let
we
me
go.
change this up
You.
again. So also
No, I'm
working with
kidding.
working
Just
with
kidding.
Kendra as the stunt guy on the movie, because if we do fight choreography, Aaron is the one who's always lining things up. But when you're gonna teach somebody how to kill someone, I'm your guy. So
He
I'm
did
working.
amazing.
We're working with Matthew, who was our Michael.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
And
just
I
so
was
First
good.
time
I was,
actor guy.
Yeah, I was
First time
trying to
actor,
explain to him how to slash at somebody without hurting them, and then also how to grab her by the neck without actually choking the
Choking
shit
her.
out of her.
Right? I know.
Correct.
And I
'cause
remember
he's stabbing the shit out of the
The
dummy.
dummy
like,
body.
Oh my gosh.
we were like, dude,
The poor
easy.
dummy who happens to be named Michael because he's my dummy prop for Halloween, who wears a
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Myers suit.
Mm-hmm.
So he got the shit beat
He
out of him.
had to tell him to stop stabbing it.
Oh my gosh.
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
literally stabbing
He
her.
was
like
uncle.
over and over through
What-
the dummy. I'm like, you realize you
Can you
can't do
stop?
this. You'll
He
destroy
couldn't
the
help
actor's
it.
clothes.
He couldn't help it, dude.
He could not
He needed
control
that.
himself.
I mean, he was in the full. I mean, he was
In
it.
the zone.
He's
Yeah,
a-
he was like, I am Michael. And
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and
He's a
that
very
He
method
takes
actor.
it
He could take
definitely
the mask off and you could have
I
a
was
conversation.
totally afraid of Matthew.
that brings me to another
You should
point.
win,
Wait, I haven't
and
finished
you
mine
should
yet.
be.
Oh, sorry.
But the whole point being is so I walk up to Kendra and I'm trying to teach Matthew how to hit her to grab her by the neck, but without actually just grabbing her by the neck. And I popped Kendra in the shoulders, and she looked down and she looked up at me like, I'm like, are you okay? I'm going to do this a couple of times to make him understand. And she's like, I get it now, but I didn't tell her at first how I was. 'Cause
Yeah.
you pop the
Yeah.
shoulders and slide your hands in, so it looks like you do a quick choke.
Right.
Yeah.
But I popped her in the shoulders, and she was like, okay, we can do this. I'm fine. Yeah. But the important thing that I'm getting at is always talk to your actors
The
as you're
moral
going
of
through
the
the
story.
process
Well-
of teaching somebody how to kill them.
And I felt so bad for Matthew because, Raymond Powers, who is so good in the film, he and I were both had these scenes with Matthew. And both of us are worried about, like, let's make sure Matthew doesn't injure our beautiful faces.
Doesn't hurt
Right.
us.
Don't
Right.
hurt
Real.
the actor. Don't hurt the star.
Scary
And
as
here,
hell.
both of us, we've got like pans and we're whacking things. We're like so
Beating his ass.
We are beating Matthew.
Talking
I'm like, oh
shit.
My God.
I know. I think
I'm
Raymond
so sorry, Matthew.
I
Raymond
think there
connected
was
with a
spot on
left.
our wall
That-
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
like,
Raymond Power actually
Raymond
punched
hit him with a left
Oh,
or an elbow.
Love it.
It was an elbow.
An
Yeah.
elbow.
Yeah.
He actually hit him in the face with an elbow, and you smashed his hand with a pan, which
Smashed his hand.
which was like, okay, you guys, you don't have to make contact. It's below the line of sight of the shot.
Yeah.
It was
So
beautiful.
good, though.
Accident,
So
accident.
We
good.
have sound effects for that.
It's fun
And
filmmaking.
Matthew is
And we were just
actually
like
my
rehearsing.
daughter's.
I was just like, yeah, like this.
Let's do it. Matthew's my grandson's father.
Yes.
My daughter and him are not married yet. Marry her anyway. He's my grandson's father.
He's a great
and
dude.
He's a great dude.
He's a great
But
dude.
he's a
so good.
super nerd, and he's totally into like the whole
Yeah,
horror
he's-
thing. Like he's
Yeah.
absolutely obsessed.
He's total alpha nerd. You know,
Oh, God,
Do
yes.
a career in this, like, because
He
his
needs to.
Does
movements and
he
everything,
not
he was
pull
really
off-
natural.
Yeah.
Really good.
And that all stemmed from us seeing
Obsession?
him in Halloween last year. We were trick or treating, and I saw him with the Michael stuff on. I'm just watching him walk with the kids, and I'm like, dude, he's fucking Michael, bro.
He usually goes out and
Yeah.
torturizes his own neighborhood.
Yeah.
But he was like, well, my neighborhood's boring because everyone's already seen
He
me.
fucking
so
loves it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so
He
good
wanted
at
to come
it.
to our neighborhood, and he went out there and tortured our neighbors.
Yeah. And I had approached him. I think it was like, it was in November, and I was like, hey, I
Yeah.
watched you be Michael. Do you want to do like a Michael short film,
Oh my
dude?
God.
And he was like, dude, yeah, that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good. That's
Pretty
what he
good,
said.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
That's
I can do it.
Matthew.
I'm pretty good. I'm like, okay, well, I'll try to figure something out, and that's
The,
kind of how it started.
So
the
excited.
photo of him on his like Facebook profile of him as Michael
With the
holding
baby?
his baby.
Yes,
I know
is
he
that
loves
the
it.
one I
That's where he's
took?
at. Dude, he walks
that
around
the
his
one I
house
took?
with the baby in
Yeah, he
Michael
does,
here.
yeah.
Yes.
And our
Newborn
daughter's like, what the
son.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
and he's
so
just
yeah.
like, still Michael.
Yeah, I
So
like that.
you do know the guy who he's
On the TikToks
she
you're
rolls
talking
down the
about.
window and she's
Yes.
going off on her husband because
Yes,
he's got
'cause
the
he's
kid
always
and
Michael.
on her pink bike and
Yeah.
he's riding around the neighborhood. That is
Yes.
Matthew.
That's Matthew. Completely.
Hands
Oh,
down.
Yeah,
yeah.
if
All
Raya
that.
did TikTok, she'd go fucking viral with those because Matthew's weird.
Completely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure he takes a shit on the toilet wearing his fucking Michael mask.
He
He doesn't fuck
probably
around.
does.
He doesn't
literally
fuck
does.
around, dude. He
No.
doesn't play.
He's a
And
true
my daughter's
fan.
just like,
Having-
yeah, he just does it all the time. That's what he does. Like he
Having
just
had
walks
to
around
wear
the
the
house.
mask
I
for
like
some of
it.
the stunt work,
Yes.
I could definitely say I could see that he wears it a lot.
Yes, he does. He loves it.
He paid for it. He might
But
as
he
well.
does. But we do clean it regularly.
So here's the thing I was going to say. A lot of actors that we've worked with up here, well, I shouldn't say a lot. There's a couple that we've worked with that are very method, where they need a moment to get into a scene.
Yeah.
And Chuck had mentioned that too.
Yeah.
And I totally love watching that. It's kind of fun, but it does make it weird on set.
A little.
Because you can't really connect with them as a person. During that moment, they need that fucking moment. I can say, Kendra, that you are the type of actor that has a switch. You have an off and on switch. I
Amazing.
literally watched you get ready for a scene within seconds with tears coming out of your eyes.
Yeah.
And before that, you were just laughing and giggling with everybody. So
some people have to literally go through
They need a minute.
Yeah. Some people need like an hour, half hour.
A day. I mean, we worked with an actress in The Outriders. She was in character all fucking day before she got to set. And when she got to set, she was like on another planet. Like I couldn't even really reach her.
You couldn't talk to her.
She was
at
gone.
That time.
She was great in the movie, but it's like, whoa,
she was great.
it's intense.
And please remember, be careful if you are an actor who goes through this process, because as we have noted on the show, she did give herself a concussion by slapping herself in the head.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
She hurt herself.
Yes, she did.
She hurt herself.
did.
Yeah,
she was
gave
that
herself a
You don't
far.
have to go that far. You really
Well,
don't.
I
But-
mean, I guess it would. I've never had to do that yet. I mean, I don't.
You're
I wouldn't
natural.
say
You
that
don't
I
have to.
wouldn't do that. You know, they talk about like, oh my God, Mike Myers, Austin Powers. You know, when he's on set for that and he's just like in it the whole day.
Yeah, doing his thing.
Yeah.
Too much
baby.
effort for him to like get out and go back in, which I could kind of get, but I don't know. I think part of it is just the training I've had in Seattle. A lot of the classes are following Meisner, which is more like you have to have this emotional connection and you have to take time to get into that spot.
Yes.
And it was helpful. There's a director in town. His name's John Jacobson, who teaches a class, and he kind of goes the opposite way where he teaches, which is like Stanislavski. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah,
That's
That's
how you
close
pronounce
enough.
it, right?
That's close enough.
Yeah, you're right.
And his is just like, you're not always gonna feel it.
Right.
And so then when you have those moments, then like, what are you going to do? You got to have like a choice or something. And one of the things that's helped
Or a
me
drink.
or one of the
My
things
case.
that's helped me is just having like keywords of like, what's the keyword that's going to get me to that place I need to be at?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that works great. And I had a keyword for that scene where you're like, I want you to be like emotional and done at this scene. And I was like, I can get there. I probably went too far, but I was like, I have a keyword I can use that takes me there and it works. And other times, there's scenes that I probably like wanted to do something different. And I was like, maybe, I'll try to get there. And sometimes it just doesn't. So then you act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're amazing though.
This
You're
is one of the
amazing.
first films that we've created that I could honestly say that I could have used any take that we did. Honestly, I know, and I mean that, guys.
No.
I mean that.
Except for where the boom came down.
Yeah, the boom one that you did, that was bogus. But I could have cropped it. But, I could have fixed it in
The
post.
casting that you guys did on this was amazing.
That was Aaron. He did
Everybody,
great.
everybody was super professional. Everybody came to set with like
Yeah.
choices. They were memorized. They were ready to go.
They're ready to go.
I mean,
My
it
grandma, that was like her first.
I know.
My grandma, I love my grandma.
Grandma was
Grandma.
so good.
She did
She
great.
did her best.
great. Oh my
She
god.
was so excited.
She was the
She's gonna be
only.
amazing.
I know. She was the
Yeah.
only person I had in my head when I was writing.
Yeah, it couldn't have been
And that's
anybody
my real
else.
grandma,
Like, it
Yeah,
was her.
It's crazy how good she
She's
is.
funny, but
Yeah.
she loves art. She's the only one out of my family that actually literally supports us, except for Kenny.
Yeah.
No, literally though. Literally, I'm serious.
No, you're
Like,
right.
As we
no
dive
one
deeper
actually
into the depths of
supports our.
Sam's mental status and her problems with her family.
Chuck,
Join us
okay,
on the next
now
episode.
I'm
What the
gonna
fuck?
withdraw the credit I gave you.
I will take all the credit when I deserve it, and I will bash all the shit when I can.
Okay, well now you're out of line.
I'm like Gallagher with a big
Hey.
sledgehammer with a big pile of shit.
Boom.
Are you done yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Get him out.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
go ahead.
anyways, so yeah, I don't even know what I was saying anymore because fuck, I don't know what you're doing.
About family.
but-
Family
About
getting
family.
our
Yeah,
back.
having your
Kenny
back.
and
Family
Grandma.
getting your back. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Grandma's always got our back with our movies, and she's always came to our premieres and everything.
Yes, she has.
Whereas most of our family, my family on my side, has not.
Well, I was super
So,
happy when I asked her,
she-
or when
yeah.
you asked her for
I
me.
didn't know if she would or not.
Yeah, I was
That
just
is
like,
amazing. She said yes.
Yeah.
She did.
Well,
I
she-
know.
there's one thing she said to me like a week or two before I asked her. or I had Sam ask her. I think you did ask her, Sam. I can't remember for sure.
I asked her first.
Yeah. Anyway, it was because I had made a post about As Above, So Below, that film.
Oh,
That horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Graham saw my post about it because I fucking love that movie. That was like a surprise that I'd missed it like years ago.
Yeah.
Great horror movie. Anyway, Graham gets and tells me, yeah, I watched that. And I'm like, what the fuck? So she's sitting at home watching this horror movie all alone. I had no idea Graham liked horror movies.
Huh.
I gave
No
her a
clue.
whole like notebook of movies.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And she watched like half of them.
So after I realized that she liked horror, I felt like, well, maybe she would do this.
Yeah.
And then she fucking was like, yeah, it sounds fun.
Oh.
And she's
As
so
long as I don't have
excited
to fall
And
down.
she loved
She's
you,
so
all
good.
you guys. She
Oh,
loved
she
all
loved you
of
so
you
much.
guys.
She was so excited.
She did. It was so
She's
nice
like,
to see.
Can you make me a dish so I can show my
Friends.
friends?
She wants to
Yes.
show her
It is
friends.
so funny.
I love that.
Dude, I'll be like, nigga, I'll make you a Blu-ray. I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this woman, you guys, everyone,
badass.
This woman is a great
Grandma. Yeah,
Wow.
She's
she
a
is.
great grandma.
Yeah. And she's
She
got
is.
bad knees, and she
she's
stood there.
badass.
Dude, she did. She
badass.
was like, I'm in pain, but it's fine. Let's keep
fucking do it.
going.
She wanted to do it
She
so
used
bad.
the
Just hard.
pain. She
So
used
bad.
the pain to
She did.
create magic.
Yeah, I can't wait to show
And
people this
Lee
movie.
and you were her favorite. She adored you guys.
Yeah, she
and
did.
You
She really did.
So good with her.
Yeah,
It was so
you guys
good.
were awesome helping
And she
her
got a
and
chance
working
to
with her.
actually. This is like probably a bucket list thing for her. Like
Yeah.
she's,
Yeah.
she's so happy.
Yeah, it's
She
great.
feels on top of the world.
It was such a good
Loved you
experience.
guys.
Thank you for helping us with
Yes,
that, by
thank
the
you.
way, Kendra.
Yeah.
Because
It's,
you
it's
did.
really
You
good.
played
I
off
mean,
her really well.
Yeah.
Not only thank you for helping us with that, but thank you for, agreeing to do the next two as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
we
yeah.
got two
And
more.
thank you for hearing all of our embarrassing moments and still
I
not.
Oh, of course
It's
not.
right
Of
behind
course
you.
not. Like, we're all family now. That's what
That's
there
right.
is,
Seriously, we
you
are.
know?
That's right.
We are.
I'm so excited to see where Nancy goes. I've
So
read the
excited.
script for number 2. It's a totally different direction, and
Totally.
I'm so
Literally.
pumped. All I can imagine in my mind was Nancy being like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with me?" Terminator 2.
Sarah Connor?
Sarah
Oh
Connor.
my
God,
Yeah, I
yes.
just feel very Sarah Connor in that.
That's
and I'm
right.
like, ooh, I need
Do
to
it, do it,
explore
do it.
that.
That's
and, like,
perfect.
see
Yep.
where that
Why?
goes.
You know that's more than perfect.
It is perfect.
Stop
it
looking.
is.
Stop looking at him. He's
I
not
had
the director.
to.
I'm not the
No,
director of that
but
one.
you
Ryan
know-
Ryan
yeah,
is.
Ryan.
I'm
Sorry,
going to.
Ryan.
I don't care. He knows about Terminator
Not
2.
only. Wait a second.
Wait, I get to act
Well,
with
yeah.
Kendra this time.
I know.
Not only is Aaron
Yeah.
not directing
No,
the
I'm
next
not.
thing
I'm
that
not.
he's working on,
But he
he's
knows.
not even going to be behind the camera.
But he knows the literal actual
He will
story.
only be
Is that
a
going to be hard for
thespian.
you, Aaron?
Yes.
You know, it will
Yes.
be.
Yes, it will.
But
Yeah.
Ryan handled himself very well being a DP with me on this one. And even though he threw his 2 cents, he's like, oh, what do you think about doing this? And, we worked pretty good together
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
You guys have a good team.
yeah.
The only difference with Ryan's stuff is Ryan puts a little humor into his
Mhm.
usually,
Yes.
and that's kind of not Aaron's really style. Well, humor's hard,
Yeah.
so it's like
It's a
difficult.
balance. Yeah,
It
we
is.
can balance it.
So that's
and
the
I
only
appreciate it.
difference. Otherwise, they're like right on. With
I
their-
can't. I keep going back to Alien and Aliens. That's how I'm looking at these two. So like, I think the first one is more like Alien, and now this
Hadn't thought
one
about
will be
that.
more like Aliens. So you're basically Sigourney Weaver. In
Yes.
The
Yeah,
next.
you got the dark and gritty start, and then you
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
With a little humor.
action-packed second,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would, yeah,
I'm digging
take
that.
that. 'cause
Yeah.
it's way more of a
Oh,
compliment.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you're going to come to the finale, which takes you totally out of the realm of
Yeah.
Alien
And
Aliens, because you
that's-
don't want to use Alien Cubed for an example for
no,
anything.
No. But Creepy Chuck is right in that one, so we'll see what we get. Which I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Which could
How's
be
the writing going, Chuck?
anything.
When you walked in, I had to stop writing so we could do the show.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna put lots of
Huh?
pressure on
Are you talking to me?
Where's your script? Where's your script here?
It's
Well,
coming.
We're just gonna
There.
hound you.
I'll
now.
tell you
go
what.
upstairs and read it.
I'll give you a glance after we're done here.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's enough.
Mainly
because
because we need to confirm if she'll do the third one.
Yeah. When are you guys releasing the shape? I'm really excited.
That's going to be out by the end of the month.
Yeah,
we're not
it's-
fucking
it's-
around.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I mean,
God, that's
Yeah.
fast.
So
Yeah,
after
I
the
told
show,
you
If you
don't
want
fuck
things
around.
done quickly,
you could watch it.
Aaron's your
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I don't fuck around.
That's
I
right.
will.
It's
I will have.
Aaron's done before he starts. Just
Yeah.
ask Sam.
Yeah. In every way, shape, or form. I don't mess around. Yeah, I just get it done.
True that, y'all. True that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna work with Aaron, you need to know that this man is the one take wonder.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep.
Yes.
You better come
Yes.
bringing it on
Yep.
the first take because
Yep.
that's what you're getting.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. That's
Yep.
all you get.
I'm ready to move on. If I see
if
it.
you get
And
it,
I like that actually.
Yeah, I
It's
just
good.
feel it. I watch you guys. I'm filming. Fuck, I see you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, one for safety. I'm like, unless the camera didn't record, I can do 2. That's about
What are
it.
you
Just to
talking
make
about?
sure.
When the
I was
audio
upstairs
guys,
here
let's
in
do
take
one more.
28.
Well, that's
Like,
the thing.
a million
Sometimes,
times I heard the same.
well, yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to tell you honestly, Sam. The actors wanted more takes.
We always we'll
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
20,
You're like,
and you know what?
"Take
You're gonna
more."
end up with 20 of exactly the same.
Same thing,
When
pretty
I
much.
asked you,
Yeah.
you were like, I just needed
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
angle.
And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes,
different.
okay, if I'm editing a film, and I'll tell this to filmmakers, you'll have 3 or 4 of the same shot, right?
Yeah,
I always start with the last one, and I work my way back
yeah,
when I'm editing.
yeah.
I do it every time because the last one usually is the one that everybody feels great about, right?
Yeah.
It's always on the third
Not
time.
always.
But it's usually probably the
me.
first take that was
Sometimes
the
it
best.
is.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'm a little
sometimes
too
it is.
drunk, so that's not the good one.
Yeah, Sam, on yours it's a little different. But
It's different.
Why'd you take so many takes? Because it took you 14
It's-
takes to get the line out,
it's very interesting.
and then
though.
the other take to make your face match the line.
It's
Cherry
interesting.
Vodka.
There's a lot of trust when it comes to making a movie with everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's got to feel like they're a part of it, and also they got to trust the people they're working with.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So
sure.
I'm when I sit there, I'm not trying to be somebody who's putting out something that isn't up to par, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if I see a shot and I know it worked and the actor does their thing and they bring it, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. I
Yeah.
mean, I am. And I just want everybody to feel satisfied. So those extra takes after I'm like, oh, I'm good. Let's move on. And you guys
Yeah.
are like, no, I want to do one more.
Yeah.
That's for you guys.
Yeah.
Just so you feel
Yeah,
good about it.
yeah.
I want
Yeah.
you guys to feel good about it. But
Well-
I already knew.
Well, I think it's like a good I mean, it was a good lesson for me as an actor to like really think like number one, to get it right the first time, but also like if you're doing a second take, like what other ideas do you have? Like how can you make it
Yeah.
different? How can you make it better to like bring something special? Versus just like doing it over and over again because you feel like, well, maybe I didn't really get that thing.
My
said
face did this
that I
weird
wanted
side
to.
Happy
thing.
with that.
Right. Yeah. I would. One day we're gonna do that when we work with some people. Actually, we should do it when we do our premiere here.
What's that?
Just have you guys look at the clips
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can see the differences.
Oh God, I can't do that.
And you'll be surprised how similar they are.
Yeah, they are.
You
They're
know,
gonna be exactly the same.
There's little
Yeah.
things here and there that you might tweak or change or
Yeah.
inflections in your voice, but
Yeah.
it's not much.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes we overthink it, or maybe we don't. Maybe we're just worried about technology and we just want to make sure we get one more take. You know, but honestly, usually the
You
first
don't need
time
it.
we nail it.
Yeah.
Well, and
Especially if
Aaron,
you get the right people. If you get a good cast and crew,
Yeah.
you're good. You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
That's just
and
my take.
I'm excited to do the next two, because kind of like what you said, like trust is so big. And like, all of us on set, like, we hadn't, I mean, you guys had worked with Raymond. Had you guys worked with Amy before?
No, first time with Amy,
so
too, and she was brilliant.
amazing, and Lee was
Fucking brilliant.
first, and like first time with me. And so I think, yeah, I mean, like being able to work with people over and over again where you have that trust and you kind of know how each other works and how you can play off each other. I mean, man,
I
those
know.
next two movies are gonna be amazing. Like
They
the
should be
first
fun.
one just was, I mean, that first one was special. Like, I don't
It's
know, that
fun.
was a really special experience.
I think you're
You
gonna
guys
like
are
it.
great.
Yeah, I know I do. The only thing I don't like about it is because it's too short. It's like the first act.
Okay,
As soon as it
sorry.
ends, I'm like, oh. Fuck.
If Aaron had his way, all of his movies would be like
Yeah,
4 hours.
I'm a feature
Yeah,
guy. I'm just
features.
not a
A
short
feature and a
guy.
half, like 2 features
Well, I
in
mean,
one.
We have a
feature.
point for
we
these
have-
movies, and it's not only exposure for all of us and you guys that put your time in, but it is to build an audience, to show people what they can create.
Well, and shit, like you guys did this with like really no money, right?
No.
Like,
No, I mean we've done everything.
Oh,
with no
God.
money.
Would you stop telling everybody we're fucking broke?
We're fucking broke.
like
I got no shame. What I say earlier.
I know, honey.
It-
I love it.
it cracks me up because I have worked with people where I've read scripts where people are like, "Oh, this is a great script. Like, like when are you guys gonna start filming?" It's like, "Oh, well, we need to raise money." Okay, well, how much money do you raise? And I mean, I had one where it was like a pilot for a TV show, and they said, "Oh, I think we need to raise $500,000 for the pilot."
for
It was
fuck's
like,
What? What could
No,
we
you
do?
don't.
With
no, you don't.
$500,000?
Yeah,
don't.
exactly.
We can
You
make
don't.
10 movies for
You
that.
don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
You don't.
If you want to
Uh,
donate.
You don't need any money.
We could
You
probably
don't need
make
any
50
money.
movies
No.
for that.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you're a good storyteller and
Yeah.
you've got some skills and you've got people around you that are willing to do it, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
You
Well,
don't have
that's
to have
what
all
it
that.
comes down to.
Yep.
Yeah. You need some basic things to make sure that quality is there. But other than that, if you can get that kind of budget to buy some stuff,
Yeah.
just a few things to make your film look cinematic,
Yeah.
you're not talking that much money.
Well, I think
Not
just
at all.
get started. Like, if you're a filmmaker out there and you're just wondering, how do I get started? Like, just start. Just
Yeah.
use your iPhone and just start
Yes.
and be bad. If you're an actor and you want to start, just start and be bad. Do everything. Say yes to absolutely everything.
how you learn.
And just
That's right.
That's how you're gonna get better. Is just trying.
Well, and Aaron, you've learned how to be amazing with nothing.
Oh
So
God, when
I
we
think-
for fucking 20 years
just our
almost.
Did I miss the
friends.
we didn't
memo
have
that it was
shit.
Stroke Aaron today?
Oh, it's Stroke
I missed
Aaron
the
Day.
memo.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron, did I forget to stroke you today?
No,
Actually,
you've
no,
been
you
doing
didn't.
it through the whole show. Oh my God. Anyway,
I'm just-
so no, but
Way
the
too
other
much
thing I wanted to point out is like what you said is accurate. You know, we did our short, The Source, just by proving to people, grab something
Yes.
and go. We grabbed our GoPro and we went and made
Yeah.
The Source, which
Yeah.
was our first short film that we
Yeah.
did.
Well, it's like 8 minutes long, and we made this in 2 nights. We basically hung out with everybody,
Right.
ate
So
some
fun.
food,
I made
and then
food,
filmed.
and it was
and filmed for like an
yummy.
hour with
Yeah.
2 1-shots,
Wow.
2 4-minute 1-shots.
And
That we
each
just
one
kinda
was 3
staged.
takes.
Yeah,
The only
And
person
we were-
that complained was me.
but we were
I
in
got
and
my
out,
bitchin'.
in and out in 2 days. You know, this thing's got over 6,000 views now or something.
It's
Wow.
good.
And people actually like it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just some stupid thing we did just with an old GoPro, like a $200
Yeah.
GoPro 5.
Yeah.
That's all we used.
Well, God, that was like the Duplass brothers, right? Mark
Yes.
Duplass is doing really well. Where he said, like, the first film he and his brother did, like, he's like, I would be embarrassed to tell you how much money we spent. Like, it was insane, like $60,000-$70,000
Yeah.
that we made this movie, and it was a piece of garbage.
And they're brilliant.
Nobody liked it, and we were like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna quit? Or
Yeah.
and then they were just like, well, let's just make something for free, like with what
Mm-hmm.
we have, and just see what happens. And then I went to Sundance. you
Yeah.
know,
Is that Creep that did?
No, that
Which
was
one was
the
that one?
puffy chair.
Puffy Chair. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah. And that's
that was,
great.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
just like you don't need anything.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
No, you
I
can
mean,
figure
we
it
just
out.
use our kids and like. You
When
can
we were starting to
basically,
learn.
if you watch our movies, you can watch all of our kids grow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
No, it's fun. That's how we
love
learn.
seeing
Fun.
that.
I
That's
mean,
how we
It's
learn.
very
Yeah, it should
great
be
and
fun.
very
It should be
memorialized and all that kind of stuff, but it didn't make us any money.
Oh,
They're great,
well.
though,
But they
movies.
sure are cute. We
You
learned a
know,
lot.
You never know.
But we
I always
started
love
now.
seeing Adam Sandler. God, that guy is making a shit ton of money.
Right?
Yes.
He is doing what he loves with his best friends, having fun.
Every
his
time.
wife is in his movies.
Yes.
His kids are in his movies.
Yes.
Like that's what it should be.
And
That's
everybody
how-
watches them, even if they're not as good as like Happy Gilmore.
They're fun.
It doesn't matter. They're fun. Every
They're
one of them are
fun.
fun.
My
Billy
kids-
Madison.
Yeah,
kids
and they
love
kill. They kill on
Yeah.
Netflix,
Okay,
and Netflix
so,
knows
so
it.
you're an Adam Sandler fan.
I am.
Who do you like
Who
him?
isn't?
I mean,
Who do you like him better with, Jennifer Aniston or Drew Barrymore?
Ooh, that's a good
That
one.
is
That's a
a
good
good one.
question. Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
but
because that
Drew-
goes to Wedding Singer, and I
Drew.
gotta go
Yeah.
Wedding Singer. Yeah.
Yeah, Drew.
It's a great
50
movie.
First Dates. They're so cute
Blended.
Yeah,
together.
they're good.
Yeah.
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wedding Singer's a shit, especially Billy Idol.
I mean, Jen Aniston though, man,
God.
she is.
She's hotter
I mean,
now.
She's she is hot.
How can she get
I know.
hotter
I
as
know.
she gets older?
It
Yeah.
happens to some
Jesus.
people, Aaron. Jesus.
I know, kind of like me, Sam.
I actually believe
No.
her when she says it's just like she just drinks green juice and water, and I'm like,
Drinking
So
juice. That's what
Dude,
I'm
we
gonna
need some
do.
green juice.
I'm not gonna do any
Some
of
green
that.
I'll do it. I'll do whatever.
Is that green? If that green juice
Spinach
isn't melon
juice?
liqueur, Aaron ain't gonna drink it.
I might.
You can make. I mean, you can mix it like spinach juice and vodka. It could work. I mean, I'm about to try.
It's a full vegetable.
I'm
I got
about
my
to
starches
try
and my
it.
potatoes
How about
with
you?
my.
I might
Broccoli,
try it. Yeah,
fucking-
yeah. And I'll ask Alexa to play the Popeye theme
Of
while
all
I'm
the
doing it.
things we've tried, that would not be as bad.
Well, when you guys are done with the third chapter, what's next for you guys?
we have to go back
yeah.
and finish Say
Good
Goodbye.
Over your
Yes.
shoulder.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've got that
that
halfway
one.
done, but we may have to do some reshoots a little bit and
It's a nice
just get back
poster.
on. Thank you.
We're trying to finalize
Yeah.
the one right behind you.
Yeah, that one's done.
It's
GPO
done.
is
I mean, it's
done.
done, but
That's
it's
Sam's.
not.
Yeah, it's done.
That looks really good.
It's done. but
Yeah,
it's
that
not.
documentary's fucking dope.
It's not
That's Sam's
yet.
first directorial
Oh my God,
debut,
Sam.
and it's fucking good. It's fucking
Yeah,
good.
the premise on that, I can't wait to do
I
that.
can't wait to show it.
Yeah, that'll be out soon.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a premiere in town,
Yes.
maybe 1 or 2, and then we'll get it hidden on streaming. We're just gonna go through Filma with them.
My
And that-
directorial
yeah,
debut.
We're gonna be able to be okay.
Yeah.
We'll see who we get.
Let's
I have a
see.
feeling we'll see if we get Hulu this
I
time.
don't know how I got wrapped
Yeah?
up in this
I'll
movie
feel-
shit,
we'll
but
see.
whatever.
Yeah, you got wrapped up in it, Sam.
Yeah.
That's
thanks.
good stuff. That's
And then,
badass.
in the meantime, Aaron and I are both writing for other next features or shorts.
Well, Halloween kind of threw me off, so
Yeah.
doing these Michael Myers movies is where I'm gonna stay. But I'm gonna help you get done with Say Goodbye, help Sam's movie get out, finish these, and then we'll see
And
where
then
we're
what?
at.
And then
You
what are we
guys have
gonna
a
do?
lot going on.
We do.
You ain't kidding.
Well, Aaron's got 2 scripts that he wrote. One
Yeah.
But he's not
before
doing.
the pandemic hit,
He's not
and then the
doing.
pandemic hit. He's like,
I'm
"Well,
not
I'm not
doing
gonna write. I'm not gonna make that fucking movie
No.
because it was like better than what happened in the pandemic."
I got
but-
fucked. Kendra, I got fucked. I
He
wrote a
did.
movie called Blackout. I actually have it on
I read it
IMDb. I
for-
was getting
yeah.
ready to go. And it was basically based off of it was okay, there was people who weren't getting their kids vaccinated anymore with like the measles and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was reading that in the news. This was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So
Right.
pre-COVID, I read
And
it.
I was like, what the fuck? It's like, why are people tripping? So I thought about, okay, what's some of the conspiracies? Pre-COVID now, right?
Yeah.
So I find all this weird shit on like the dark web, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I'm like, this is a kind of a Matrix kind of film. Like, or I was like, had this sci-fi, like, what if people were being actually controlled this entire time? Not by just a machine, but by like these nano machines that were injected in everybody because of
Their
the
vaccines.
vaccines, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Had this really John Carpenter feel to it. And it's
Yeah.
this action sci-fi movie I had. And I wrote this thing and I fucking love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
still do
And-
it. You
Well,
should still
fucking
do it.
COVID hit
No,
though.
yeah.
So what? It's
And now
different.
it doesn't feel right
It
because people are like,
hits
oh,
different.
it's right there because of COVID. I'm like,
It
fuck you
hits
and your
different.
COVID.
Give it time. Give it time and then do it.
Maybe.
People will forget.
It
or-
totally
Maybe.
hits
The
different.
funny thing is as he was writing it, we had it like half cast because people were just saying,
Oh, yeah.
like,
I
just like
know.
from
Yeah.
doing the shape. It's like,
It's
oh, this
dope.
person would be
Oh,
great
he
at
had
this,
it
and
all
this person would
casted.
be
What are you
for
talking
that.
about? Half cast.
But you know what's funny? She's probably right.
Yeah.
Like that
It
movie
gives
would
some
need a
time.
budget. It would need
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
to
Yeah, for
pull it
sure.
off right.
For the
'Cause-
for the nanotech and everything.
yeah, because I'd want some really cool looking stuff going on
Mhm.
that I don't know how to do.
Yeah.
So we need somebody else to help us make that vision happen.
As much as
And
I
we
hate
have
to
the band,
chew
so, yeah,
Aaron's
we need money.
horn once again for like the fifth
Oh, dude,
time
this is.
today.
I'm gonna name that the
This is
show.
ego.
Toot Aaron's horn
He's a
with
great-
Kendra
Stroking Aaron
McDermott.
with Kendra McDermott.
This man can tell a story. He is a great storyteller.
Yeah.
And immediately, like, it didn't take me long after knowing him. I knew that. Like, he's a great storyteller. He can tell a story like no other. And yeah, it is what it is. And I think
Well,
the
thank
story
you.
would work anytime,
It
even
could.
though
Well,
COVID happened.
I'm
but
kind of.
I get where you're at. Where
I
he's
think
like
though,
afraid. 'cause
if you had made it before COVID,
Oh
It
man.
would
then it
blown
would be
up.
well,
Crazy,
no,
right?
then it would be canceled because like
Oh, maybe.
Utopia that was on
Oh, yeah.
Amazon, they like just buried that.
You know what?
because
You're right.
It
I
led to
didn't know
too
about
many
that.
people thinking that was like a true conspiracy.
What happened?
Oh, shit.
If you have not seen Utopia, that
I haven't, but I
haven't
know
seen it.
I've
So
seen it. I've
good.
seen the teaser for it.
yeah,
and
they
everything.
did a
I
Okay.
haven't
remake
seen
on
any.
it with oh my god, what's his name? I can't think of names.
it's okay. Brain farts
I can't
are-
either. It's fine.
They're regular in here.
But yeah,
Wow.
but such a great show.
It
and
is.
totally. I don't even know if you can find it anymore
I don't know.
because I think they canceled it. It was supposed to have another season, and it was like a little too real with the pandemic. And
Well, there's
they
so
just
many
got rid of
conspiracy
it.
theories that
Yeah. No.
It's a bummer.
Was
But it's
Utopia the
fine.
one where the alarms went off in the apartments if somebody did something and they had to stand there
I
waiting
don't
for somebody to
fucking
go
know.
pick
I
them
didn't
up?
I haven't
see
seen
shit
it.
about it. I don't
What?
know.
Is that that one?
No.
that's
No?
probably your house.
No, it's about like no. I can't even give anything away. It's,
Okay.
How can you give it away if nobody
I've
can find it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right? Like, can you
Nobody
tell
will
us?
ever be able to watch this, so
I'll
I'm going to keep it a
bring-
secret.
You can't look it
No.
up, and I can't tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh
like that.
man.
It's like that.
Okay, back to
Yeah.
Browntown.
All
Sorry.
right,
So we had to
all
segue in the
right.
shape.
Oh,
Let's get back to
Browntown.
Brown. Yeah,
Okay.
because you always want to get back to Browntown.
We always want to go back to Browntown.
I
So-
know Chuck wants to go to Browntown. I can see the look in his eyes. He's thinking about it. He
Okay,
takes
we're
his
good.
wife there.
Let's
all
get
the
gross.
time.
Let's get gross for a
I'm
minute.
not going to have this conversation.
No,
on
because
the
this
show.
is good. This is good PR for their movie coming out in March.
Okay.
It's the 22nd, right? Is that was the date?
March
March
22nd.
Okay.
Tell
So
us, Aaron, have you been to Browntown?
one time.
And it was not me.
What?
No, it
No,
was not
it
Sam. No, it was not Sam.
Not
Oh,
me.
okay.
So, Chuck.
Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, my booty
Hold
has
on.
never.
Sam.
No.
Okay,
Has
hold
your
on.
opinion changed now? After
No.
No.
Nope. No Browntown. There is nope.
I fucking. It's the funniest thing, Chuck. Okay,
Super funny.
please. I have to hear Chuck talk about an experience with Browntown.
Oh,
Chuck,
no.
I know you've got one in your
So
creepy ass life somewhere.
Oh, come on. I mean, I will not discuss who I've ever gone to Browntown with.
Ah!
No
Or
names.
Who I've ever
No names.
been there
As
with
as
everything,
as a
but-
man,
But
as a
yes,
man,
as
what was
far-
your
as far as
experience
the
with
experiences
Browntown?
of how to hop on that train? I have experience on that. route.
And as a
So does
man,
Aaron.
okay, as a man, how did you feel?
I don't.
How did you feel when you were doing it? Because they couldn't have done it any better in your guys' movie. Because it's awkward as fuck. The
Yeah.
ending of your film is fucking funny. It's so,
So
funny.
The whole
Good,
movie
though.
is very cringy.
It's so
it's
funny,
so
though.
cringy. I
It's
love
so
it.
funny. It's like, we don't really have to do this. It's totally fine. It's fine. That's how you feel. That's how I would feel.
Real
but,
life
But
shit.
Chuck, this is what I'm saying. I don't want to speak for everybody. Chuck, how did you feel?
Well, the funny thing is, it's all about talking about it as things are happening, not in the just like in the hey, here you go.
So don't you?
Ding!
But
no,
but,
but it's a whole as everything's going.
you never
everything's
planned a
building
Browntown?
up.
You didn't plan a Browntown. You just did
Let's
it.
hear
No,
about
no,
your
plan to
experience, Aaron.
Browntowns is something you talk
Let's hear
about while
about
you're in the
Aaron's.
middle of doing all the other stuff that's
I don't-
causing
I
pleasure.
don't know. I don't know if you can really ask about that. Like,
I don't know either.
Then you do
Aaron,
not have an
'cause
open
I
enough
think-
relationship.
I hear
Let's
you.
hear about you.
I think if you ask, it's a no.
I will tell you. Okay.
You know, I
Okay.
don't know. Talking about stuff like that is just always, it's going to be awkward.
I mean-
I don't know.
I hated mine.
Yeah.
I had to live
It's
through
horrible.
his because
It's
I
disgusting.
didn't know anything about
It's
it.
so
I
bad.
was like,
It's so bad, dude. You can't. No, it's not even fun.
Nope.
No, I did it one time. Never do it again. Never, never. No.
Why, Aaron?
No, my dick is
Why?
never going in someone's
No.
ass again. No, it's gross.
No
That's
freckle in the
gross.
bum.
No,
Out
it's
hole.
gross. It's gross. Because there's a smell.
Sounds like
There's a smell.
She didn't do the day before.
No, it was
mean,
horrible.
I don't think it
That's
was like
so
a planned
bad.
thing.
She didn't
was
use
it,
the
Aaron?
clock cleaner?
No, she didn't.
No.
I don't think she did, and it was bad. And I was like that dude, I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking cool. And then as soon as you start, like, what the fuck is that smell? And then you're like, oh no, that does not do anything for you at all.
I
So any
enjoyed
guy,
this
any guy
story.
out there that
in
can,
your experience, that would be accurate.
dude, any guy that can get through that without any problems, I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get
It
it.
gave other girls a whole new
It's
life.
brutal. It's brutal. I would never do it. Sam,
Oh,
you have
she's
nothing
so
to worry
hot.
about.
Chuck,
Really?
Chuck, what's
Yeah,
your
Chuck, come on. Don't
experience?
tell me you didn't smell,
Oh,
the
stop.
poo-poo.
Really?
I have never
Really?
I have never had that kind of experience with it. No.
No?
No.
Everybody was
And
just
I've had-
perfect for
and
you.
I've
Just
had-
they were
no,
just
no, I'm not
cleaned
saying
out
everything
everything
perfect.
just fine.
The one that threw me off the most was the one where she took control and just moved where she wanted it to go, which was like, oh, that's different.
Okay.
So that was when I said after that about communicating. As long as you're talking and doing
Yeah.
things while you're doing things. I mean, how do you feel? Aaron, if I ask you right now, how do you feel about a finger in your butt? You're going to laugh it off. But if you're in the middle of touching and doing certain things, it was like, oh, I don't know. How do you feel about that? I mean, I don't know what you think.
It doesn't even feel
Well,
right.
what you're doing right
Pee
there is
again. I think I have to pee again.
I got to pee too. It didn't even feel right, though. It's weird.
Do guys like that? A finger in a butt? I've never done that because I've never wanted to stick my finger in a guy's butthole. But,
Ask your okay, Patrick.
But-
Do you like your finger in your butt? Do you?
I don't know. Is that a thing that
She
guys
wants to
like?
know.
Because I mean, in the
I-
movie,
I'm-
I
don't know.
I'm fine with a slight little tickle
Oh.
around the guy,
Okay.
But don't,
Sam
no,
flirting,
all
you
in the, I
No.
can't do that. That'll throw me off. Yeah, I
Chuck?
might go running down the hallway.
I'm
out.
Unfortunately, with my years of experience, the things I've dealt with, much like my right nipple, there's not much feeling of anything down there, so that would not do
Oh.
anything for me.
okay,
Okay.
the nipple.
You're around the right nipple too?
My right nipple is completely numb.
Okay, not mine.
I had surgery when I was younger.
Not
so
mine.
there's nothing.
no, not Aaron.
Not
I've
mine at
actually
all.
made a
Why
garden
does your
grill on that
butthole
thing.
not have it?
I've watered
I've suffered
that
from many
thing.
ailments in my life
Oh,
regarding
okay.
my colon and
All
ass
right.
and stuff.
That's
Okay.
so bad. See,
Yeah.
I'm talking about my nipple, which is very cool, and you're bringing up
You're
Like
nasty
colon
shit.
cancer. It's not sexy.
Oh,
Come on
okay.
now.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Luckily, that's the one thing I
It
haven't
depends
had
on
yet.
which conversation you were listening to, because I was like,
Yeah,
I
we had
watered
two going there.
that nipple.
Yeah, she has. and
I watered that
That
thing.
doesn't fuck
It
around.
grows hair, the other one doesn't.
Yeah, she
'Cause I
really
water
has.
it.
I know.
Water.
Like I've got chest hair right here, not
Only
here.
on one spot.
Spots. It's just like,
I water the garden grows.
that's the weirdest thing.
That is weird.
It.
It is.
Like, honestly, though, the only thing I can ever imagine with butt sex is that movie Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
Yes.
Oh my god.
When they-
I love
yeah.
that movie.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, that's all I
Yeah,
can ever
that's
imagine. Like,
kinda-
that's
It's-
going to happen.
It's so overrated. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's,
Super
it's not
overrated.
even. I mean, yeah, if you have to try it, just do it. But you'll never go back to it. And if you do, there's something wrong with you. That's
Yeah,
all. That's
I
my
mean,
thing.
I
It's weird.
don't
It's
know if
fucking
there's something
weird.
Just
wrong
because
with
he
you.
has a horrible, stinky,
It's weird.
uncomfortable
He had a
horrible
horrible
experience.
experience. And it, guys,
No,
let me
but-
just clarify, it was not with me, because only
Okay.
things have come out my butt. Never anything has ever gone up.
I think that's hilarious. That that's also
Ever.
the same way the movie starts.
Oh yeah, kind of, right?
No, this is nothing. Has nothing to do with my wife. Nothing like this has ever happened. Never,
Ever.
No,
ever.
and that's real.
And that's
Clearly,
how Aaron.
it's definitely
review it
happened. Clearly, it's a real story. No.
Well, not in our case. It was no.
Based on
That was someone
actual
else.
events.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was actually really curious. Like when I found out about it, I was like, "Ooh, tell me, like, what was it?"
Yeah,
like?
you wanted to know.
And he was like, "It was stinky."
It was gross. It's fucking gross.
But I had to know because I never.
But you
did
haven't tried it
anything like that.
again.
But that's
No.
exactly
Yeah,
how Aaron
but
is, though.
yeah,
If
it's Sam.
Aaron gets offended by
Yeah.
somebody, he's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, you're dead to me." I mean, same thing. So
I'm
anal,
not gonna-
fuck you, you're dead to me.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna
God,
do that
no.
anymore. No, I tried it. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good.
That
He
asshole
didn't have
stank.
anything bad to say.
Yeah, I think you
except for it
guys
was
should try. I
stinky.
think you should try it
And-
again with Sam.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
Sam, you want to do
Yeah.
Browntown, bro? What do I got to do to win a trip to
No.
Browntown, bro?
You want the little shower plunger? Blah, 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 blah,
Absolutely
blah.
not.
Dude, if we
Are you-
tried that, we would have to
If you were
talk about
single,
it on
I
the show.
would literally be like, "Okay, she's offering, so hey,
no.
yeah,
No, my favorite part. No, when
looks
you're,
like a deal."
I forget your sister's name. The actress that plays your
Jen.
sister. Jen.
I-
yes.
Oh
Her
my
name
God, I
is
love her.
Heather.
Heather,
Reynoso.
Heather.
Heather's the
Good Lord.
shit.
She
Oh
is
my
so
God! When
good.
Heather grabs
So
that
good.
plug
She is
and
so good.
slaps it on the wall
yes.
and just like bangs it, I'm
Stop.
just like,
Yep. That's all her. That is
Every
just,
single
Dude.
thing,
She's
and
brilliant.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She
We
was fucking
died
hilarious.
laughing at
I was
her.
dying
Yeah.
at her character.
And
Aaron
Philip
was like, "We
Silva,
need
who
her."
plays Cameron, I just
Yes.
love.
Yes.
And
Yes,
he's
yes,
like
yes.
very experienced actor who came from theater. And
Okay.
Wow,
Very
okay.
polished.
Oh wow.
And,
Yeah, your cast was great.
Yeah.
The
All of
cast
them.
was amazing.
like pretty much everything Cameron did, which was Philip Silva, like was all improv. That was like all him
good.
just winging it.
Cool guy.
What?
And
Really?
oh yeah, and
Oh
him
my
coming
God.
up with a million different ways to say anal sex, like every
Yes.
different possible
Yes.
way.
It's so good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's great.
And
Who's-
the guy,
who-
and then
The
no,
dude, my man.
he never
Oh,
talked.
yes,
Yes.
Sam.
oh, yeah.
Oh
Boom.
my
Yes.
God, he's amazing.
He is
too.
great. And you know what is great about him is this was like one of his first films. He's largely
What?
done like stunt work. He has been
Okay.
a stunt double.
I could see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah,
He's
And
in
I
good
was
shape.
Like,
I could see
you
that.
need to do more.
No, he's
yeah.
solid.
So good.
Was this
And
the?
the little kid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stop
Gabriel.
it. Oh
Yeah.
my God, he was so good.
So what
he's
was like
adorable.
working with a little kid on set like
It was
that? Because
great. So
He
I was
was so
actually,
good.
I was kind of worried about that
I
because
would
you
have been
never
too.
know what you're gonna get with
Yeah.
with kids. But he was super professional. Like
Mhm.
he was probably the most prepared of any of the
What?
actors.
He was
Like,
so good too.
yeah, I don't know. His mom was like, he just is a natural at memorizing things and just
Crazy.
came ready to go.
It's so
And
crazy.
he was adorable.
Oh,
And he
super
was,
so
prepared.
and he was the
Yeah.
one that wasn't family because, like, George is like
Yes.
us. He cheated. He used his own
He
kids.
used
Oh
his
yeah,
own
he had
Yeah, I
his
know.
older son and
I
daughter.
would be like,
Right?
yeah,
It
you
was
guys are going to be in this movie. Why? Because I don't want to deal with other parents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's smart.
We're
Smart.
just gonna make our kids do it.
Smart.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Huh?
So how long did it take to film Browntown?
Well, George actually lost 50 pounds for the film.
We thought so
I
because
thought
we
so.
totally
Yeah.
saw it too. We
Yeah,
were
you
like,
could see
"Oh shit, he
Yeah.
lost weight." Yeah,
That's
we could tell.
badass.
He worked really hard to lose that weight because he was working a full-time job.
Okay.
We were filming on weekends all day,
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday. And then he like also had all this other personal shit going on in his life
Okay.
and
Yeah.
trying to lose the
Sounds-
weight
sounds
and
like life.
produce the film.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I was like, are you gonna be able to do this?
He did the damn
You
thing,
don't
though.
need to do it.
He did
But
it.
he did. He lost
He really did.
50 pounds. So we
Crazy.
filmed it over 3 months so that he could do that.
Wow.
So he literally lost it in the time frame he put in the movie.
He did.
No
Wow.
shit.
Yeah, we filmed it
Fuck.
chronologically.
I hope he got to go to
Aw.
Browntown.
Yeah. Well, and it's so funny because
Yeah, I wonder if his wife helped him out on that.
He deserved it. I mean, he earned it,
during
right?
casting, I mean, he tried to find an actor in Seattle that would be George, and that was a big sticking point. A lot of the actors that were heavier were like, being the heavy guy is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose weight, and if I'm gonna lose weight, like you need to pay me a lot of money.
Right. And
to
he's
do
like, "Fuck
this."
it, I'll just do it myself."
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
was like, well, shit,
Good for
it's
him.
about me.
All right, George, we got to talk,
Yeah.
buddy, because I still got 25
Yeah.
Oh,
pounds to go.
I reached out to him last night after we watched
And
it.
he's
'cause
coming
I had
on the
to.
show
I had
I
to.
watched out to
Alright.
I
This
reached out
is
to him this
done.
morning.
Oh, good. Yeah,
I know.
I was super impressed by the film.
Oh, good.
It's very well made. It
Yeah,
really is. You guys
really
just
is.
Yeah, it was
smoked
great.
it. So weekends only. You knocked
Weekends
this out
only.
in 3 months.
In 3 months.
And production wise, it's spot on. It looks
Yeah.
great. It sounds great. You would never know that it's an
No.
indie film, honestly.
Great.
Yeah,
It's so
acting's
good.
great
So
now.
glad to hear
So
it.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And you did amazing.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
you
would
did
have
great.
never known
Thank
that
you. Yeah,
you
you-
didn't have as much experience as
Yeah, that's crazy,
I was
Kendra.
surprised
Yeah.
to hear that because you're amazing and you're super professional and I was
Yeah.
I'm impressed by you, seriously.
Thanks,
As
Sam.
an actor and a person.
Yeah.
You're all around amazing.
You're natural.
Otherwise, I wouldn't pick you. But, you know. No, I mean you are though. I loved
she's
you
super
from day
good.
one. I was like, I love
Yeah.
this girl
Aw,
because you're a
thanks.
heart. I mean, because you're serious about your shit
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
came down to do our
Yeah.
little fucking
Mhm.
fan film.
Yes.
too. And that's
Yes.
fucking dope.
and
Well,
smoked
well.
it
It's a
too.
good
Like,
film.
Smoked it.
It's a good film.
Yeah, you might want to
Yes.
watch it after this.
and
before
here's
you
my
leave.
dumb.
I have
we're not,
a-
we're not leaving the
Ooh,
studio
yeah.
as we finish.
arm.
We're
I have
gonna
a the
little
first
VIP
cut.
We're gonna show you. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have Ben's score yet, but
Oh,
we've
yeah.
got temp score. So
We gotta
Which
end
is
this
you'll
before
still get an
I have to
idea.
get up
Let's
and
just-
pee again.
Yeah.
You'll still get-
Literally.
I know.
All
it's
right.
almost an hour and a half here. So
I am gonna
Do we-
have to get up.
do we have any shit? Did we cover everything? I think we did.
I
Well,
think
I
so, except for the
think-
fact
I
that
mean-
if you want to work with Kendra, how the hell do people find you?
Yeah, Kendra.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kendra.
so I have an agent. I have an amazing
Oh
agent.
shit! I
Damn,
never
I
talked.
knew
to
I should have
We
made a
didn't
phone
talk
call.
to your agent, bro.
Oh shit!
Her
I
name
hate
is
that
that.
part.
Well, let-
Tammy at All
Hi,
About
Tammy.
You
Thank you for letting us
Talent.
borrow her.
Yeah, hi,
hold on.
Tammy.
Say
Shout
that
out to
again.
Tammy.
Tammy with who?
All About You Talent.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, Tammy's dope. She gets me national commercial auditions.
Yes,
I just had a
girl.
call back the other day for
Aw.
a commercial with Jenny Slate.
Oh
and-
shit!
Yeah, there's stuff coming to this area. Like
Wasn't
there's a
there
I hope
CBS
so,
yeah. Yeah.
CBS pilot that's
Yeah,
coming up here.
I heard
I'm
that, too.
auditioning for. Like there's stuff. If you were
Shout
up
out
here,
Tammy, you're a
yeah,
badass.
Tammy, what's up, Tammy?
Good for you. That's cool.
But yeah, you can find me on Instagram. I'm at PNW, Pacific Northwest Actress.
How the hell did you get that?
I don't know.
I know,
Take it.
right?
Pacific
Jeez.
That's
Northwest
going big.
Actress.
That's going
I'm the
big, bro.
one.
That's
I'm the
the
only
one.
Pacific Northwest actress you need to know.
That's badass.
No, you are though.
It's going big.
Yeah,
Skills.
that's a good way to find me.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
And you got
DM me.
win a trip to Browntown.
Don't send me any dick pics, but if you want to work, you can DM me.
God, fucking girls, man. They
Oh
get
my
dick
God,
pics.
I didn't
dude,
even think
still.
about that too, especially with Win a Trip to Browntown.
Oh my.
How bad
Oh
is
my
that?
God.
How is that?
No.
That is that gonna get?
I bet.
Well, George was gonna do a promo to give out free T-shirts and stuff like that, and people are like, they're just gonna send you dick pics.
In all of my 42 years,
Don't do that.
literally, y'all, I have never gotten one single dick pic in my entire life. Please don't
oh,
send them if
shit,
you know
you
me.
just
don't
said it.
send them.
Oh,
I mean, but I've
no.
never had.
I'm not
I've
opening
never
around
had.
the real
She
email for the
needs
next month
the
and a
dick
half.
pics.
Oh,
Sam
No, I don't
needs
need the
to
dick
see
pics.
them.
I don't
Yeah.
need them.
Wait a second. Yeah, you're
But
not,
I literally
wait,
have
you're not
never
getting
gotten
the
one.
dick
She's like,
pics,
wait,
but
is that a
Well, no,
freckle?
this
Do
would
I-
be, I was gonna say the same thing. That would
No,
be fun
they
if you
didn't
start
send me
getting
it.
them. If you start getting
If you
them.
send me one, I'm gonna actually. My foot's
No, I
gonna
should
go
send
right
her
up
one.
your
See if
ass.
she'll recognize it.
And then you're gonna know where my foot's going to Browntown.
No, we should do that. We should. No.
No,
let's
let's
don't do
not.
that.
no,
No, we are not.
fine.
No.
It's fine.
I just want my hands really far. Sorry.
Absolutely
Sorry.
not.
Look
Cut
how
that.
scared everybody is.
Just cut that
It's like,
out.
Jesus Christ.
Cut that part.
They fucking lost their shit. Okay, never mind.
No one needs
No.
that
Take
shit.
it back,
No,
walk it back.
No
no,
dick pics. No,
No.
dick pics. We
no.
don't want them.
If she doesn't think she needs a new dick, she doesn't need dick pics.
Hey,
I
I've
was
gone
just gonna move
42 years without a dick pic. Who needs one now?
Yeah, you probably
Hey.
didn't get
Even
one.
I've gotten dick pics.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
I haven't. Are you all right,
Sorry,
Chuck?
but
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I
wait,
didn't
did you
ex-
send it to him?
I didn't. I didn't follow up with any of them.
I mean, because sometimes, like, I'm like,
that curvature.
I don't know about you guys. I really. Hey, I recognize that freckle.
This thing looks a little too cocky. Maybe it's Aaron.
That would be
No,
Aaron.
it's not. It's too big. I'm gonna end right there.
Yeah, let's end this because I really have to pee
Okay.
anyway.
We're going on a totally different direction.
Kendra McDermott, it's a pleasure having you on our show.
Thanks
Yes.
so much, guys. This
Yes,
was
you're
fun.
so amazing.
Yeah,
for
you
having
are
me.
absolutely amazing. And thank you for helping us with the shape. And we
Yes,
wish you all the
thank
best
you.
with Win a Trip to Browntown. I know it's
Thank
going to do
you.
well.
It is
So
gonna
You
be
guys are gonna
good.
kick
We're
ass.
excited.
And that's going to be released on March 22nd on all the major platforms?
Yeah, all the major
Almost all-
platforms. Right
almost
now,
all.
go buy it right
Yes,
now.
watch
It's on iTunes and Apple TV for pre-sale. That if you can go out and do that now, that really helps us because that
Yes,
means that
do it.
those all get recorded as day one sales, and that helps us, be competitive. With
Fuck yeah.
the Spider-Man is coming out
Yeah,
that weekend.
I
mean, there's a
know.
lot of blockbusters coming out at that same time, but I think we're gonna hold our own
You'll
right
hold
now.
your own.
Yes,
You'll be
we're
fine.
You
you
will.
know, top
You'll be
10,
fine.
top 20 right now of pre-sales, so keep them coming.
Yeah.
Help us out. But yeah, we'll be on Amazon, Dish TV, we'll be on DVDs
Good for
in
you.
Walmart, Barnes and Noble.
Beautiful.
Not that anybody buys a DVD anymore.
I
Some
know, but
people
still-
do.
Or go to Barnes
Some
and
do.
Noble.
Some do.
Noble.
Yeah.
Some do.
Graham
Xfinity,
wants a DVD of the
they'll
shape,
be
so
everywhere.
Yeah.
some
So,
people.
yeah, hook us up, help us out, because we're hoping to be on Netflix or Hulu, and and get this bad boy
Fuck
scene
yeah.
represent
Fuck
Pacific
yeah.
Northwest film.
So good.
It's a great
Do
movie.
it. Get
It's a
it.
great movie, and you
Thanks,
guys smoked it. And much
good.
love to you and George and your entire cast crew, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody
Yes.
did great.
Amazing.
We loved watching it. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thanks, guys.
Everyone, go to Browntown.
Yeah, you got to win a trip there, bro. You got to
Win
do
a
something
trip.
good for it.
Tickets are
Aaron,
for sale.
you
if-
did
and
not win a trip.
And if you don't win the
Just
trip,
saying.
if you ask permission, sometimes you'll get granted access.
And sometimes not.
Sometimes you'll regret it.
Yeah, you won't want to do it. Don't go down that trail. It's fine.
Will you take me to
Smells like
Hawaii or
shit.
something at least?
It smells like shit.
Oh my God.
All right, cut this.
All
We're
right,
done.
And
Chuck, close us out, my man.
Oh, Kendra, my dear, thank you so much for coming
Check.
over to the dungeon. Oh, I mean, coming and joining us today in studio.
Like it.
Thank you for talking about your experiences. And thank you for sharing your time with us today. Thank you for offering your services to us for our trilogy of The Shape. And we can't wait to make sure that everybody gets a chance to check out When a Trip to Browntown. Man, I can't even get it out now.
You got
I
it.
know.
We're
you're
talking
all
about it so much. I'm like,
flustered.
yeah. But anyway.
Thank you, Patrick, for sharing your woman with us. She's gifted.
Yes. Patrick, you're the man, bro.
Yes.
Thank you for
Yes.
helping us, too.
And thank you for listening to Storytime, which was more about you than you realized when the story first started.
I know.
But
Sorry about that.
No.
thank you so much for joining us today. And everybody out there, remember, think hard because you're thinking anyway.
Chuck, I have to say you kind of have that like smooth jazz.
I know,
voice.
right?
I feel like
He does,
were you a
doesn't he?
DJ before?
No,
Don't
however,
even-
if you
don't
are
even
looking for some
start.
nature,
He'll be leaving you
voiceover
voice
work, I am your
messages.
guy.
Yeah.
He does that.
Hello, it's Sean.
How low can you go? How
Think hard
All
because
right.
you're thinking
Thanks,
I already
anything.
said
Bye.
See everybody later.
Bye.
Gotta pee.
For those of you that want to be a guest on Around the Reel, please email Sam at aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
That's aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
Not Messenger. Do not message Aaron on Messenger because then he has to send you a message that says email Sam at aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
That's aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
How come they can't just message me again?
Because nobody wants to fucking talk to you.
Can anybody reach out? That's an artist, filmmaker, actor?
If you're an artist of any kind, we want to hear from you.
But we are going to vet the crap out of you.
We don't care if you make millions of dollars in Hollywood or if you're just beginning your career in the art industry. We don't care. So everybody that wants to be on Around the Reel, yes, we want you.
That's aroundthereel253@gmail.com.